Possibly
it's
autistic.
it's super artistic, and I don't know. I have high respect for you because of it. All right, we're fucking live right now. Troy was supposed to be here. I don't know if you know about Troy, but Troy was supposed to be here. I don't know where he's at. He may be napping. He's like
Troy Heast from Primitive
yeah,
State.
yep. He may be napping because he has a weird fucked up sleep schedule. Robbie was also supposed to be here. He also may be napping. All the boys are napping right now. So
Nap time for the boys.
yeah. So I'm here with Swizzle. This is Cuck Chair. This is the third episode. Sweeze was supposed to be here. This was originally supposed to be a Sweeze and Swizzle episode, but I don't know. Sweeze had something come up. He sent
It's
me.
still possible. I
Yeah.
have another mic set up ready if he does pop in.
What's going on with Sweeze?
Sweeze currently, is that like do you want like a metaphorical answer or?
Well, no, I want a straightforward answer where we get to the bottom of what's going on with Sweeze, because I want to believe that he's fucking like a fat Mexican chick, but if he's not,
10 other torta pounder.
yeah.
I mean, if he's not doing that, like, come on, it's either white trash or they're definitely they have to be in the same age range. Not age range. I'm sorry, weight range.
Yeah.
So you just got to knock those out.
Yeah. He, I'm a big Sweeze head. I love Sweeze. I'm constantly following all things Sweeze. I'm trying to, it's weird because it's like, I do own all the rights to the Sweeze character. I do allow Tanner to play the character. I allow him to be Sweeze, but that actually is my intellectual property.
It's trademarked.
Yeah,
100%.
it is trademarked, it is copyrighted. I allow him to use my intellectual property, but that does belong to me. But he's been stirring up my gears lately because it's like he was supposed to come on the pod, he didn't come on the pod. I was telling him like, yo, you need to start Sweeze Industries. I was like, I have this great idea for like your own podcast network. I'm calling it Sweeze Industries. I think that's pretty fucking cool.
Sweeze Industries.
Yeah, he ghosted me on the Sweeze Industries proposition, which I didn't care for. He doesn't come on the podcast now, which I don't care for either. And unfortunately, you know what I mean? I have to revoke Sweeze's truecel status. He's no longer a truecel like you or I, Swizzle. He's
Thank you.
Unfortunately, Sweeze is fake cell to me now, and
Sweeze is a man of mystery, though. This is something I think a lot of people don't realize.
He's a man of mystery. He's a man of he's a man of different, strange proclivities that I don't necessarily understand or approve of, but that's what happens when you deal with a character like Sweeze. I'm pretty experienced at dealing with people of this kind of stature and character, but I can't. There's some things that have been happening that I can't really forgive. I hope whatever he's doing, he's happy. I mean,
Squeeze Industries, it's a good name, but it doesn't. I mean, come on, it reminds me of Prestige Worldwide.
No, this is way cooler than Prestige Worldwide.
I mean, you got to think because a lot of these kids now they weren't even born before 9/11. So these kids that are now running everything, they're automatically like, if it has anything to do with Will Ferrell, John C. Reilly, boom, Talladega Nights. They're doing it. That's their go-to.
Yeah. Well, do Zoomers know about Will Ferrell and John C. Reilly? I mean, they were like
it's a weird.
They were like toddlers. They were like toddlers during their heyday.
See, they're on this. They all have this collective just language now through the Skibidi or the Gen Z. Have you ever looked up the actual Gen Z slang?
Yeah, it frustrates me and infuriates me, but I accept it and I try to, I try to adapt to the situation and learn these things so I can be able to communicate with the youth. But yeah, I don't know. It's like, when I
Just for
was,
dates.
I forget. I think it was like a year out of high school. My friends and we would like meet up and watch Step Brothers like 3 times a day because we were all autistic guys who
Yeah.
wanted to participate in repeated behavior. So we were constantly doing the same thing, watching the same thing every day, and then like talking about Pokemon and different
okay.
things like that. Yeah. That's the kind of crowd I was hanging out with. The pussy getters is what we used to call ourselves.
I was like, with a name like Drew Flores, you should be eating pussy every day.
Yeah. We called ourselves the pussy getters, and we were constantly watching Step Brothers.
It's like Zach and Miri made a porno. It was about the same time.
Yeah.
And,
it wasn't that. It wasn't that good. Wasn't there like a real porn star in that? God damn, dude.
What Screech? Was he in it?
No, it wasn't Screech.
That's a legit porn star, though.
It was one of the chicks. I don't know. There was some chick in it I think was a legit porn star. I forgot that Screech was in a porn. Rest in peace, Screech.
He ran it, dude. There's nothing like right before, that Dawson, whatever his name. No, that's not the same guy, right? Dawson's Creek is not the same guy. James Vanderbeek. Is it?
No.
James Vanderbeek.
I think they're different guys, but they're the same phenotype.
Oh, okay. Alphas.
Yeah. They're Chads. They're my mortal enemy, Chads. I mean, I'm a truecel. They're Chads, and we naturally bump heads. But I mean, it is what it is. I'm getting older. I'm willing to accept Chads into my life nowadays. But back then,
I mean, they're just like modern day crash outs, like Chud the Builder, whole that. Saw it coming months ago. Stuff like that.
Yeah. But yeah, and unfortunately, I have to revoke Sweezes' truecel status. He's no longer a truecel to me. I don't know what he is, honestly. And I'm not gonna spend the time actually thinking about it because it's just not worth my time anymore. You know what I mean? It's like I love Sweeze, I love you, Swizzle, but it's like Sweeze has let me down multiple times now, and unfortunately, I just can't pay it much attention anymore.
Have you ever offered him a spot on Dork Court, like just a quick set?
I think we have pitched it before. I think I want to say that I have pitched it before. I'm no longer a part of Dork Court. I still love Dork Court.
I know, but I'm talking about going back, and we're going to intellectually take back our own thoughts, right? We're going to cut Squeeze in now into old clips of just people laughing. We'll throw in some like crowd shots to kill Tony.
I mean,
it'll come off as a whole new idea.
Sweeze is the prototypical kind of Dork Court guy who goes up and performs and viewer. Dork Court was kind of actually designed around capturing the Sweeze audience. We're like, all right, well, if we get these guys we need to make a show where these guys that fuck a bunch of fat Mexican women can really be into and be a part of. And that's kind of what Dork Court was built off of. But that's Miguel's thing now. I'll gladly come on when he wants me to be there with him. I think the last one I did was in February with Zach Amico. That was really fun. That was a fun one. There was a guy who went up. His name's Brandon. He's a schizophrenic black guy that I used to know.
Can black people be schizophrenic?
Oh, dude, they're can they be schizophrenic?
I thought there's just like a white and like older Mexican thing.
No. See, you just don't live in a place with enough black people. I think is what's happening here. Is that so? I'm, as you know, I'm in New York City. And when you come across a schizophrenic person, there's like an 85% chance that they're going to be a black guy. And I don't.
Too strong. Something about the Rock.
This isn't like a racism thing. This isn't like a pointing fingers racially kind of thing. This is just an observation. Is that for whatever reason, There's a lot of black schizophrenic guys in New York City. But no, yeah, they get schizophrenia big time. They get schizophrenia.
You got Jerome, and then you got J-Rome.
Yeah.
Maybe a couple other ones.
I'm constantly.
Mental health is not looked at in the minority groups, though. So it makes perfect sense, because after COVID, this is a big thing, right? So in Dallas, after COVID, a lot of people got pushed out on the streets, and then so you go down there, but there are actually just a lot of people who have really bad mental health issues.
There's a lot of mental health issues, which, I wish that we had some kind of more, I wouldn't mind some of my tax dollars going to figuring that out. I wouldn't mind some of my tax
Why
dollars
would you
going
do that?
to. Well, it's just
bombs
like
to be built, man, that we can blow up on just the launch pad.
Well, it's like, I wouldn't mind like $20 getting taken out of my check each month if it meant that like I didn't have to
encounter those guys.
If I didn't have to encounter like a schizophrenic guy on the subway, that would be great.
How many public masturbators though have you encountered recently?
Well,
in the last week.
Not in the last week, none. But I think I've been here in the city for 5 years. I want to say I've encountered it twice.
Oh,
and I remember both times very vividly.
Yes.
Both times did happen to be black guys.
Here I am, 17 to 23 hours away, and a similar experience.
Yeah. Well,
except mine happened on Valentine's Day the first time.
It happened on Valentine's Day. So you were on a date with your Valentine, and you guys
our first Valentine's date, right? So I was going to University of North Texas, which was in Denton, and it's North Dallas. But we were both living in the dorms because I had went there for a program, and it was cheaper to live in the dorms. Then I met this super hot black chick who was real chill, real quiet. We worked really well. So I'm like, all right, I'm going to do something big this Valentine's. We're going to take the A train into Dallas, like downtown Dallas. We're going to go to a hockey game. We're going to eat at burgers. We're going to take a bunch of pictures because we'd only been dating for like a month, right?
Yeah.
So halfway through you have to change over on the trains. You have to switch over. So we're sitting there waiting, and then similar thing. That's where a lot of the place where you have to switch the train in Dallas is Harry Hines. And that part is like where the porn stores, the hookers, you can buy carne asada and some pussy. It's one of those.
It's where the sex slaves are in the good Mexican food.
Exactly. And a lot of times you can get a rub and tug and the vape shops in the front, rub and tug, and then gambling in the back, and it's all Asians.
That'd be very convenient for me, honestly. I've had a rub and tug experience. I think I talked about it last week, actually. I don't mind them.
Did you go in with the plan though?
I had never done it before. So basically what happened was Miguel and I were living together, and I happened to leave my keys behind that day. And I texted Miguel. I was like, "Yo, I locked myself out of the house. When are you going to be back?" And this is when this is when Miguel was living in the city with me, but he was working in Long Island, so he was commuting every day to work. And he was like, "I'm not going to be back for like 2 hours." So I was like, "What can I do to kill a couple hours?" I was like, "Let me go to Sunset Park and go to a rub and tug." And it was an interesting experience.
Wait, Sunset Park, is that like the name of the place, or is this just a popular cruising area?
It's the neighborhood where all the Chinese people live at.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. It's actually really cool. Yeah, it's actually a really cool neighborhood. I kind of would like to live there if I wasn't already living, like in Manhattan in a cool neighborhood. If I didn't live here and have a good deal on an apartment, that's where I would want to live. It's cool. It's like I love being like around Asian people. I don't know what it is. Yeah, I find like a certain kind of like.
It depends on which kind, though.
Well, I don't know.
Some of the Vietnamese very angry. All my encounters, the Vietnamese, they're just kind of like, because I think because I'm such a big guy, so I'm like tower over them. It's like when I went to Hawaii and was around like actually Japanese people for the first time. I was 8. I was like in 8th grade. But I was like 320, 6'2". So I'm a monster to these guys. I'm the modern day Godzilla.
I forgot that there's a lot of Japanese people in Hawaii. I actually learned I learned that from the Yakuza games.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. There's a couple Yakuza games that are based in Hawaii, and I didn't really know that they kicked it there a lot until I played those games.
Yeah, it's because once you get over there, you realize, like, once you actually go over there, you're around it, you're like, man, it's beautiful. And then you look around and like, everyone's fucking Asian around here. And then you turn around, it's just angry Hawaiians at everybody, but they like the white people because they're like, oh, American? Oh. But then for some reason, anywhere we've ever been, we always tell them we're from Texas. And then it always goes, oh, the Cowboys, it's just automatically straight into the Cowboys.
Yeah.
So other than that, I mean, I had Sweeze actually dated a half Swedish, half Filipino girl for several years.
Whoa. So I'm guessing the situation there was that there was a Swedish father who banged a Filipino chick in the Philippines and had a daughter. That's what I'm guessing. If I had to spitball.
One of those classic old coming back from Vietnam wives. Just how those little kids get here.
Yep.
Well, see, I think what had happened, they were missionaries. They did it missionary, I'm sure. But they met in like Broken Bow, Oklahoma. So you're talking of a guy from Sweden. He came over and he's like, I'm here to spread Jesus. And then comes over here and he meets just like this little Filipino lady who's like stuck there through the foster care, like just shoveled around somehow. And somehow they both ended up in this town of like just white trash of like 15,000 people. Then they have 3 daughters who look like, I would say like the Roman Reigns family, the bloodline. All those guys. Like you got like your Umaga, your Akishi, all of these guys. And Tanner was dating the Umaga. And then she was all right though.
Yeah, she was cool.
I mean, not really. She's
did she have the
I guess she was like she had like the cleanliness of like Asians, and they're like, I gotta get stuff done. Like the Filipino side, but then it was also like this entitlement side of being white, like Swedish.
She had privilege.
Yeah. And me and her did not mesh well.
Yeah. Did she, this is going to sound like a racist question. I don't mean it to, but did she have the eyes?
There's no soul behind them?
No, like the Asian eyes. The Asian eyes.
Surprisingly, it was more. No, I mean they were kind of like bug-eyed a little bit, but not bad.
They're like white people eyes.
Yeah, they're white people eyes.
Like, see, that's the thing. It's like I've talked about this before, and this is just an observation. I mean, I'm just saying this as an observation, but it's like, how do you tell if somebody's half Asian without the eyes?
Well, have you ever been around like actual Native Americans?
Yeah. Like
it's weird because they look like Mexican. They look like Mexicans with Asian eyes.
Yeah, true. They do look like that. They look like Mexicans with Asian eyes and Jewish noses.
Yeah.
For some reason, they have the noses.
Just got the huge Roman nose, and they're just, that's the Guanajuato.
Yeah.
We got a lot of those people around here. Because right now, where me and Sweeze live is in the middle of Comancheria, Quanah Parker land.
Okay. All right.
So
what tribe is that?
The Comanches. They're the last where we grew up was the last remaining American versus Indian wars. It all happened like 30 miles from our house.
Yeah.
And Yellowstone, that guy, he's making a show about Quanah Parker. A book came out about him, and he also bought the 4-6's Ranch, which is 15 miles from where we live. So we're in like an actual like very historic type place. Well, there's no Indians. There's no fucking Comanches, nothing. You go over to Oklahoma though, it's just white trash and Indians. And like a little bit of black people further west you go. You go to New Mexico, it's straight up like middle class entitled Mexicans, and they're just like, yeah, the fucking natives, man. But they talk like the natives.
Yeah.
It's a good combination of Mexican native with SoCal. That's the New Mexico accent.
I don't understand. It's like aren't all Mexicans like kind of native, right?
Well, see, that's the thing. Like, so we just drew a line, right? And said, like, all right, no, these people. So my friend, he owns he's the managing partner at the Texas Roadhouse on Eagle Pass in Texas, right? So he owns like he pretty much runs the only restaurant, definitely chain restaurant in that town on the American side. So on the American side, it's like 30,000. No, I think it's like 13,000 people. But then you just cross a bridge, just across the border, and it's like 130 people live there.
Yeah.
So it's one of these things where he's telling me that now there's like reservations and all types of things down the road, and he's encountering these new breeds of natives that are also like living in half on Mexico territory, half American. So like you have both sides of the tribe just being shitty because they're like, both of y'all guys took our land.
Yeah, I mean, it's rough. You know, there's a lot of land being seized. There's a lot of like disputes between who's the originators of the land and whatnot. When I was shout out Troy
Shout out
Troy, welcome, brother. When I was growing up, my grandma would always tell me, she was always like, yeah, we're Native American, actually. So I always had this idea that I was a Native American, and she would always like keep on telling me that like, not only are we Native American, but we're actually going to get paid by the government because we're Native American. So as a kid, I always had this idea that one day I'd be getting like $4,000 a month just simply for being Native American. It never happened, and it turned out this was just something my grandma said that I didn't understand until later. She was just like kind of coping and thought she was going to get some free government bucks, some free native bucks, but it never ended up happening.
How all the white people they're available to be racist just because they can say like I'm a third Cherokee. Are you serious? Like those type of people, you know?
Yeah, but she would just kind of say it because she wanted to get the money, which we never got. And since she has since passed away, and yeah, rest in peace, Grandma Flores. Actually, Grandma, I don't want to say the actual name. I don't want people.
Abuelita.
Yeah, Abuelita Drew Flores. Yeah. So we've revoked Sweezes' truecel card. He's no longer a truecel like the three of us. You know, I don't. What did he have going on that he couldn't be here tonight?
Oh, he's actually working currently.
Oh, he's working. All right. Well, I can be a little more forgiving.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear us?
Oh, okay. All right. Cool.
All right. You good now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right.
Did you hear me at all before?
No. I thought you were just kind of being quiet. I was like, damn, Troy's a little shy today.
Oh.
That's why he's got to start breakdancing so everybody knows.
Oh, shit.
Like,
okay. No, you can hear me.
Yeah, you're good now.
We can, yeah.
Yeah, you're good now. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Okay.
Right.
I was going to say, my dad's side of the family, we've all actually been told that, like, we have Native American blood. And, like, my grandpa would, like, talk to, like, deer and, like, have them come to him while he was hunting and stuff like that. But I can never get money, of course, because no one's going to be like...
Wait, he would actually, like, get the deer to
mostly... come? Yeah, he would like have some connection with the deer, and he could actually get deer
massage
to come closer to him, and then he would take him out. Yeah.
Damn, it's great.
So he had the mind tricks.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
He had like Jedi.
Native Americans are kind of like Jedis when you think about it.
Yeah.
I mean,
like
I think old school ones.
Well, the Jedis are kind of big.
Yeah, I call them Jedi Americans because you know some of the shit they're doing is very impressive, and I don't understand it.
Are you talking about like hitchhiking and blacking out before noon?
I'm talking about talking to deer, summoning rain. You know, they can do the force push. They
you get enough gears.
Yeah, you get enough fire water in them. They're force pushing. They're force pushing everybody. Yeah. Hell yeah, dude. No, I love Native Americans, man. What?
One of my favorite things ever, because like, so Drew would be like my unofficial co-host of Primitive State for like the longest time, and my favorite thing is like if we ever hit dead air, I'll know it immediately because I'll hear Drew go, "Hell yeah!" And I'm like, "Oh shit! Okay, I gotta pick it up."
See, that's what I learned like doing solo podcasts by myself. Is when you do solo podcasts by yourself and you edit it yourself, so you're critiquing so many different ways. That's one thing I found, like what my my vocal stems are. You know what I mean? I just had to go through cutting out like and just like once it got in my head, I was like, oh my God, I can't.
Oh yeah. When you do solo streams, you're just gonna be like, oh, like this, and just kind of because that's how everyone talks, but it's bad broadcasting.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And I did college radio.
I have a problem with saying like too much. I try to cut it out, but sometimes.
Yeah. Well, you're a chud podcaster though. That's different. You have different rules.
I am a chud. This is a chud podcast, and not only is it chud podcast, it's a truecel podcast.
Yeah.
Actually, if there's any fake cells in the chat, I kindly ask that you leave, because I'm trying to create a safe space for truecels like myself.
I don't know if you guys know this, but Drew was a Cuck chair guy at one point on Twitter.
Yeah.
The legendary Cuck chair.
Yeah, so I was what is the Cuck chair meaning?
There's no meaning behind it. I just thought it was funny. I just thought it was a funny idea to have
because me and Sweez prepared we prepared like 7 or 8 actual cuckold stories in our lives.
Oh, you guys have been cucking.
Oh, it's been multiple times. The life of Sweez and Swizzle is it's never been on choice. It's never been on purpose. It's just kind of you fall dick first into pussy sometimes.
Wait. So in these situations, are you guys the cuck, or are you guys the ones cucking?
Well, no, it's never been together. Don't make this weird. No, we've both had solo experiences.
Yeah, this isn't weird.
But,
hey, I'm straight on topic. Cucking.
Sure.
But in those situations, you guys were cucking.
Yeah, pretty much. The first time I would say I was in a cuckold situation, I was probably 15 years old. And Sweez, this is in the summer of Swayze. It's 2009. So this is a very infamous summer. Infamous summer for Sweez lore.
Yeah.
In one of these things, he got drunk one night, and then he had like a girl over. She was actually in my grade with me. Like I sat across from her English class, but I never really talked to her. She's kind of those like off, like kind of gothic, My Chemical Romance shirts all the time. Those kind of girls.
All right.
Super. I mean, she was cool though. But like, so eventually Sweez takes me over to his friend's house at like 15, and he's drinking. They're drinking beers, all this. He's 19, 20, and ends up he gets hammered, and then he goes to the Allsups, picks up an Allsups lady.
Okay.
There's several things that happen. So Allsups, infamous burritos around here, but it's also the late night 2 a.m. spot where you're gonna see crackheads and like you're probably gonna see drug deals in the parking lot. And they're very active on Twitter. We found that out. They sent us a cease and desist. But so back to what happened. Sweez gets drunk, leaves me there. So now I'm in this room with this, and like it's me, his friend, and this girl, and we're all just laying on this bed. And then I was just like the only sober one, so I'm like laying there, just like, man, this fucking sucks. I want to go home, like I don't want to do this. And then all of a sudden, she grabs my hand and just shoves it in her pants, and I'm like, what the fuck? And I look up, and she was making out with Sweez's friend. So it seems like she thought either that guy's hand was my hand because we were both big dudes, but he had long hair. But no, I don't think so. I got to accidentally go. Yeah. And then I was like, and then it just kind of like got weird because it was just like, all right, like, do you just keep going on from there? And then thankfully Sweez showed back up a good 45 minutes later. And he's like, what's going on? You're the love of my life. Which he was just saying that because he was hammered. But then I remember that girl like walking in the living room, and then she just looks at me and goes, thanks, winks at me. And after that, we didn't encounter her much. Like I still like graduated and stuff with her. Didn't really like, that was like our big encounter with her. The next encounter is me and Sweez are in a flea market in Amarillo, and we see this girl who like has tried to bang both of us. And also she basically forced me into a 15-year-old finger banging.
Yeah. Well, so, look, I want to point out something. You keep on calling Tanner Sweez. That's okay. I'm going to allow that.
I'm on the defense for him.
But I forgot you own the rights to Sweez.
I own the rights to that. That's mine.
Hell yeah.
But Sweez 123, T Sweez 123.
Yeah.
That's an off character.
Yeah, I've never been a cuck situation. I've never been cucked. to my knowledge, I possibly have been cucked and just I am unaware of it. But
being like cheated on.
yeah,
Yeah.
I did cuck a guy one time. I may have told this story before. I forget what I actually talk about on these things. It might have been on like one of Dalton's streams or something. But there was this Asian girl I worked with when I was in college. We were both working at this coffee shop. And there was one day where we got off we got off work and we're like, hey, let's go get like a beer or something together. We went, we got a beer. You know, one beer turned into like 4 beers, and then she wanted to come back to my apartment. So we went back to my apartment and we started hooking up, and I like took off her pants and I went down on her. And then within like 10 seconds of going down on her, she was like, I can't do this. I have a boyfriend. And obviously I'm a gentleman. I was like,
I thought she was going to fart.
I was like, that's perfectly. I was like, that's perfect.
She does that after saying that.
I was like,
rips ass and just like, thanks for the consent.
I'm just gonna crop dust the room before I leave.
She didn't crop dust my face, but I was like, hey, you look, I'm a classic gentleman. That's perfectly fine.
That happens sometimes, especially if you get in a distance of a relationship. Well, you're in it for 3 years. That girl's ripping ass in your face like every morning, dude.
Yeah. So, but this is what happened was, like she left. We actually worked together next day. Right. So we're working together next day. This guy comes in, she goes and like hugs him, and he comes up to me and he shakes my hand very firmly. And it turns out that this guy was her boyfriend.
Nice.
I remember this.
And he shook my hand very firmly. He was looking me in the eyes and he was like smiling. It didn't seem like he was pissed off at all. And
have you met him before this?
No, I had seen him before, but I hadn't like talked to him or anything like that.
Did he get close up on you and like try to smell your breath and be like, sounds familiar?
Nah, it wasn't like that. So he leaves, and I asked her, I was like, did you tell him about what happened last night? And she was like, yeah, I told him. And then she proceeded to tell me that he ended up being very into it. like he was very into the idea of like her fucking some other guy. And it got him off. And she told me that he actually asked her if she would fuck his best friend while he watched. And
was the best friend down for it?
You created a monster.
Yeah, I created a monster. And I don't know. It's so funny because like I didn't talk to that girl for years afterwards, like after I graduated and got like a different job. And then I remember she added me to Instagram, and I was looking through her profile, and her and that guy ended up getting married and having a kid. But I don't
wow.
Yeah, I don't know.
The true American white trash dream.
Yeah, really. I don't know like what their cucking situation became after that. But.
It reminds me of the soft white underbelly lady that's like, I've pleased over 30,000 men and I'm a cum slut. Like there's people out there that live that. Like I got forced into a cuckold situation in like one of my earlier relationships, and I found out once you get into like local swingers groups in Lubbock, Texas, you start finding out people kind of look like you can definitely tell who's swingers, Yeah. But there's a lot of different odd variations into it.
What goes on with swinging? Like, can you participate in swinging if you're not in a relationship? Can you just be like a free agent, or is there like a strict you must have a partner?
So 90% of the time it's always going to be, hey, you need a partner. And a lot of times it's mainly like you need to have a hot wife because a lot of times it's like these women and then they have like really fat husbands. And like they just can't get hard anymore or something, so they're just like, hell yeah. And then but she's allowing them to like fuck other like chicks because like they're definitely not hotter than her. Like we're talking these people are the larger variety. These are more your late night Walmart crews,
right?
But if you the weird thing too is, so for example in Lubbock, right, there was a house that this club, it was on what's the app? It was like an old app. It's like white. and it's like a random messaging app. Kick. Sorry.
Oh, Kick.
Yeah. Okay. So it was a Kick group. You would go on Kick, you download the group, then you'd have to submit like this form of being like, this is me. And you could go in as a single male, but the thing was, they only had like certain parties where they had like set it up for like, okay, on Tuesday, Deborah wants to get only fucked by single guys. So it's like stuff like, yeah, like there's one guy, like I think the guy that was over it, I think his wife was a stay-at-home like mom. So I think she just spent most of her time setting up swinging sessions.
Oh, hell yeah.
But the house that they had, right, it was a rent house, so they all collectively, every party you went to, you had to donate money to the rent. And they had like water and alcohol, whatever in the back. And it was just like you walk in, it's a living room, like some couches, and just looks like a normal house, you know, but it's like really clean for some reason.
Yeah.
You go to the kitchen, there's like some random half drunk Mexican guy, and he's like, you want to fuck my wife? And you're just like, yeah, dude. So then you're walking in, and then like it's like a weird code switch of someone just comes out of nowhere and goes, all right, we ready to start? And then everybody just awkwardly stands up, and then they walk back to this like one single hallway, and there's 2 rooms that are like themed with like red lights and like mirrors everywhere.
Oh, hell yeah, dude.
And it's just like this sluttiest one goes just like, let's do it. And it's usually like the one that's the drunkest, like hot Mexican mom.
Of course.
Drew, I need to bring something up. So I didn't realize this until like a few minutes ago. This episode is a sequel to the Sweeze episode.
Oh,
and I didn't even think about it. I was
this is a sequel. Sweeze should have been here. Obviously, thankfully, we have Swizzle, which, if I'm going to be quite honest, is an upgrade. But no, yeah, this is a sequel. No. This is a sequel to the Primitive State Sweeze episode.
Yep.
It was that's
how we do it. We do everything like a year apart. So you keep everybody guessing throughout the year.
I remember before we did that episode, I was like, we should probably both wear button-up shirts. Be respectable to Sweeze.
I think that was the only podcast I did with a tie on.
Yeah.
I mean, it looks good though, because I literally watched that video like maybe 2 days ago.
Yeah.
You got the 4-hour brainstorming session, you know, stuff like that. And then I'm like, there is no brainstorming for any of this. Like, I'm gonna go off the riff.
Yeah. That's the life of the riff.
Yeah,
the life of the riff.
Those are some good times.
Can you riff yourself into oblivion?
Riff yourself into oblivion,
dude.
Like Casey Rocket.
I've done it multiple times. I've done it multiple times where like I've been out, I've been drinking, I get in, you know, like our riff group chat, and I'm in there.
Yeah.
Embarrassing myself.
Everyone is though, so it's okay.
Yeah, the next day I wake up and I was like, "What was I talking about?" Well, and you know, I'm have anxiety throughout the whole day. I'm like trying.
No one reacted to this.
Yeah, I'm trying to avoid reading the chat, but then I also have to go back and read the chat, and it costs it. That's one of the main reasons why I'm stopping drinking, because I'm like, I can't be.
See, that's the problem with me and Sweeze is instead of a riffing group chat, we just message random hoes on Tinder and Facebook, and then we end up with
you don't even message random people. You just post it. you just post tweets.
Exactly. Hey, it's tweeting into the void. We were brought up in the first age of Twitter.
I was laughing so hard, Swizzle, when you were messaging Josie about farting.
See, this is what's infamous, or so far it's been pretty big. The thing is, the whole thing is no one really knows the whole story behind it. It's because I haven't done my part of editing all the footage and like all the stuff that I've been doing. Because I'll go through periods of where I'm like really on the podcast and I'm like saving and I'm making videos every day.
Are you guys making the podcast and not posting it?
Yeah, 100%.
What?
Why? Why are you depriving us of this content? We've been waiting.
So you guys have hours of Sweeze and Swizzle, but you just haven't released it.
Hours. We have hours upon hours.
Why aren't
upon?
I just thought you guys weren't doing
from
it.
Crack Amico.
Yeah, I thought you
we actually have a very positive following in South Korea right now. We got about
awesome.
1,000 impressions, so we're doing pretty good.
It's so funny. You guys are doing it, but not posting it.
It's like you're journaling.
That's the funny.
Yeah, and see, that's the thing is all these people see the promos, right? And they're like, man, I just can't wait for the episode. And the fact is, the episodes are totally there.
You guys should do a Netflix drop. Like, you know how podcasts always go episode by episode? You guys do the whole season drop. Bam.
Yeah.
Well, see, that's what me and Sweez have been talking about. Because okay, so there's a whole thing, a lot of that I'm sure none of y'all really know about. Was we used to like actually film sketch stuff when I was in high school with my group of friends and Sweez.
Okay.
And that stuff's still on YouTube. So we started going back through that, and all this footage has, you know, like 600 views or like 30 views, stuff like that. But when you tie it in with the actual podcast and us telling stories about like, oh yeah, at this time it was this guy, and then we cut to the video and it's actually a video of the time. It's kind of like Sweez and Swizzle time traveling.
That is cool.
So, so this is the thing though. We want to put out like a project instead of being like.
That's cool. That's cool.
Weekly.
I just thought, honestly, because the way Sweez presents it is like, you guys are going to do the podcast. You start doing it. Everything falls to shit. You break it down. You two are about to kill each other. And Sweez is like, the show's off. And then like we're recording a new episode.
Yes, exactly. We're back, bitches.
I always think of the Sweez and Swizzle podcast as like a series of promotions. Like the bit is that the promos are the podcast. That's how I've always thought about it.
No, we've actually started getting ads too. Like actual sponsors.
Really?
Facebook Marketplace.
That's crazy.
I may have to do an ad read halfway through the episode. I promised this guy I would. He paid me $7.
All right.
That's so funny, dude.
Here, pop it off right now.
Oh man, are we too early to go into plugs?
No, you got.
It never even occurred to me to be like, hey, Facebook Marketplace, if you guys need a sponsor, we got a podcast. That's actually kind of smart.
Yeah. Any
we're all about the experience, right? So we're totally down with taking $7 from a crackhead just to announce the fact of sorry, oh my god. If you here it is. If you currently live at 1634 West Avenue Street in Stinnett, Texas, can you please put up your fucking dogs before someone shoots them? I'm tired of almost having these dogs trespass on my property. I don't know who you are, but I'm hoping the word gets out there. Thanks for the Venmo.
Swizzle, I don't know if you guys
sorry.
I don't know if you guys have thought about this yet, but if you have, it's a brilliant idea, I think. But you should make that a segment of the show is paid sponsorships, but they're like connecting ads. Yeah, like crackheads.
So this is interesting. We actually have a segment that we've been filming over the last year and a half, and it's called Guerrilla Marketing.
Okay.
So originally it started with me and Sweez. We would prank phone call zoos, and we would say, hey, we're a marketing agent for this podcast, and we're just wondering if we can like send out some podcast merch, and like you can see if the gorillas like it and kind of give us their feedback. And then we're just gonna like see eventually if we can pay the gorillas to like wear our merch, and that's kind of how we're gonna do it.
Wait, we talking about actual gorillas?
Yeah, at the like guerrilla marketing, that's one of them, right?
Drew's been watching too much Kumia.
Yeah.
That's a different.
Yeah, like we're marketing to gorillas, but it's called guerrilla marketing. So all we're doing is like calling these people that have any like we called the Amarillo Gorillas was a hockey team. We called a lot of these things. Anything that had to do with gorillas, we'd call these people, and then I'd be like, hey, I work for this I work for this marketing agency. I'm fresh out of college, and I just build up this story.
Are you and Sweez like in your off time just like doing schemes?
Yeah,
we're doing bits, and we're not releasing it to the world yet.
I don't know if they're bits. They seem like schemes.
They seem like schemes.
Which
man, you guys heard of the Chinese buffet tour?
If anybody loves a good scheme, I'm your guy.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. I'm constantly scheming. I'm constantly coming up with.
We currently have quite a few Patreon people.
Really?
Shout out South Korea.
Oh, interesting. Whoa.
You guys have a Patreon?
Yeah, we do. It's a podcast on Patreon.
Yeah, where is this How do you guys are on season 3 of your show. I may be seeing 10 minutes of one episode, and it was like Sweeze being like a control freak. And then you were like kind of talking too much off mic. I remember the greatest thing you guys ever did was the promo where Sweeze said, I hope you think I'm cool. I hope you think I'm chill. And the funniest thing about that promo was at the very end, you're like talking, but the mic's too far away from your mouth, so you can't really hear what you're saying. You're like, whoa. It's just like you mumbling. And Sweeze obviously
was this a back porch one?
No, it was in your guys' studio. And Sweeze obviously edited it because like once he was done talking, there was maybe like 4 seconds of you talking too far away from the mic, and he just cuts you off.
That was during the Demise season. That was 2.5. I think was that the bad Jackass.
Could you kind of fill me in on like what is the Demise era? Could you like kind of fill in the gap?
Fill us in on all the eras.
Oh man, there's
take us through the history.
The history of just the podcast, man.
Well, yeah, just the podcast actually. But like because the way Sweeze presents it, I mean, your guys' lives is like a whirlwind.
It is. We are both two middle-aged, very traumatic. Like we live like we're 22 and 28 still.
Interesting. Yeah.
It's like you guys like watch Step Brothers, and you're like, well, that's how we should be for the rest of our lives.
Well, mom's retired now. We're living at home with mom, but we also have jobs.
Okay. Like, actually, wait, before you go into the eras, because I really want to hear the eras of Sweeze and Swizzle, but what is the state of your guys' house right now? Because I keep hearing things about
having to move out and selling it and all this. Yeah. So we were in a lawsuit, you could say.
Okay.
It was an estate battle, basically. My dad we're from like a blended family. Like my mom had one son that's 10 years older than me. And then my dad had 2 sons that are like 20 years and 24 years older than me. Okay. So they were already out of the house, had nothing to do with us, right?
Yeah. Wait, so you have like half brothers that are like 50 years old?
Yeah. And they're the guys that sued us. They sued me and Tanner for like they thought my dad had a lot of money before he passed, because he worked for Chevron Phillips, and he worked as like a stillman, so he made he was making quite a bit of money.
Little did they know he had 2 families. So he's not rolling in it.
No, and on top of that, it was a lot of things of like imagining like your dad marries a chick who's like 28 or so, but you're like 16, or she's 24 and you're like 16. She's like, I'm your mom now, like, or I'm not your mom, but you need to like help and do this, da 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 da. And he's like, fuck you, I'll just go to my grandma's. That's really the whole situation.
Okay.
So from then on, they kind of ran off, and then they kind of ran off, had nothing to do like with us ever, except for like maybe it was like the Christmas time people, you'd see them once for 15 minutes during Christmas.
Yeah.
Anyway, my dad passes in 2013 from cancer, which he had cancer for 5 years. And what a lot of people don't realize is when you're probably not worrying about your real finances, you're probably telling everybody around you like, yeah, I'm a billionaire, just to feel some importance left, because the time's coming.
Yeah.
So he kind of did that, and he planted the seed inside of his oldest 2 kids' head of being like, I got all this money and y'all are all going to be millionaires. And then when the reality came out, they started suing us for all this because they wanted to take it over. So they wanted to take over possession and everything.
You got to swallow the pill. You got lied to. Yeah. That's all it is. Yeah, that sucks.
So then we thought, the jury, we're like, oh yeah, that stuff is, there's no way a group of 12 people would not see that this is just like one side being greedy.
Swizzle, I would never accuse Sweeze of lying or of making stories.
I don't think he's ever told a lie
ever in my life.
It's true,
I say
100%.
such a thing. But if you were ever to go with a storyline about how there's a treasure of millions of dollars in the family, you guys are going on a cross country thing. You want to throw that his way, he takes it, does whatever,
I feel like it's a good Happy Madison kind of
This is like it's like the second part of City Slickers 2, Curly's Gold, or whatever it was called. This is like
that's it. I'm Daniel Stern in that. I'm the guy in Bushwhacked.
Wait, didn't like in City Slickers Daniel Stern like cheated on his wife and like fucked some like
I don't even know. Honestly, I always saw it on TV.
Second one's the best one, right?
No, I think the first one's the best one. I think the second one sucked, but I do remember in that movie Daniel Stern like fucked the teenage like grocery store worker, and I think he got her pregnant.
Damn.
that was like part of the story. he cheated on his wife with some teenage girl and got her pregnant.
Yeah, like in the middle of Arizona in 1994, he's out there just fucking the locals. Like, but I feel like it wasn't frowned upon back then. Like, people are still cool with getting molested.
Well,
people are still cool with that.
I don't know if that's true. But
you got to think up until a certain generation.
That's such a funny thing to say.
Only until a couple of years ago, like people started being like, "Hey, don't fucking do this anymore, guys. This isn't cool."
Yeah, they were like,
I mean, that was just a thing that happened.
Yeah. Back in the day, it's fine for a 14-year-old to meet a 38 man. Definitely never been to the country before, and he's out there just getting his dick sucked by a rattlesnake. Hey. Is that the movie? Got his dick sucked by rattlesnakes? Is that Skitty Snakes too?
That's pretty much the plot.
It's in the ballpark, maybe.
Speaking of which, I have to throw this out there. I kind of have a hatred of City Slickers.
Oh yeah,
like
real
city or the movie.
Yeah, real City Slickers.
Oh yeah, you're in the wrong town, Drew.
I'm talking about
like you're in the
real specifics. Well, I didn't know. You know, what I mean, like before, I'm a small town country bumpkin.
A
lot of people don't know this. A lot of people
Mm-hmm.
don't know this about me, but I had to come out here, you know, like get a good job and stuff. And something I didn't realize was
you had a real green thumb.
Yeah. I was trying to make something of myself, but what I didn't realize was how fucking annoying all the City Slickers are.
So how old were you when you moved to the city first?
Wait, what? When did I move to the city first?
Yeah, like what age were you when you first got to the city and you're just there?
What age was I? I think I was 31 when I first moved here 5 years ago.
But you moved from like
that's not bad though.
You were in California, right?
Yeah, I was in California.
Then where did you move to? Like, were you in Boston?
No. I moved. I moved. I was in California. I was in the Central Coast, and I was living in the town where I went to school. And it's a smaller town, like maybe 60,000 people.
Okay.
And then I moved out here mainly because I've always wanted to move out here, and two because like there's just like a lot of good work opportunities out here.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And it was something I had to get adjusted to, definitely, because I've never lived in a city. You know, I'd always visited cities, obviously, like Los Angeles, San Francisco, were the main ones. But yeah, moving out here was.
Is it weird because everything's like in a block? Because it's like your city is like blocks, right?
Well,
like you don't really leave outside of just your one area.
What are you talking about? New York City?
Yeah.
It's like a grid system. You know what I mean? So it's pretty huge.
Is it kind of like if you get on a freeway, like if you need to do U-turn, you can just get off on the next exit?
I don't know because I don't drive out here.
Oh, sure.
So but it's
so is it all just like local bodegas that are like that's the neighborhood Walmart? Is just like that one guy has really cheap shit, or
so now it's become yokels asking City Slicker questions.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So we're getting that.
Yeah. Well, you know, it's like if for me personally, what ends up happening is like, you know, I've lived in different neighborhoods since I've been here. So like the first 4 years I was here, I was in Brooklyn, mainly in Bushwick, which is kind of like the hipster, like blue hair portion of Brooklyn. And then now I'm in Manhattan. So since I've been here, what's happened was when I first moved here, obviously I wanted to explore, go see shit. So like the first year I was here, I was like constantly like exploring outside of where I was living.
Yeah.
But now that I've been here for a while, like I'm not leaving like within. I'm not venturing out past like 3 blocks within my apartment.
Oh,
like
okay.
I don't go see
You've
Is
seen
the
enough.
stabbing rate high?
Yeah, no, well, not anymore. So I live.
Where's the Fed at?
I live in the infamous gay neighborhood of Manhattan right now, called Hell's Kitchen.
What's your
And-
grinder name?
What's my
What's your-
grinder name?
Yeah,
My
that comes with a
name?
lease there, right? I think everybody gets a free like 1 month free of
Dude,
grinder.
when
Yeah.
you, because I learned that from you saying it was a gay neighborhood, because like I'm a huge Daredevil fan. So like when I think of Hell's Kitchen, I'm thinking it's like this gritty, like crime-ridden area.
1970s, yeah.
New York City.
People are
And
getting
you're just
raped
like,
out in
no,
the
dude, there's
open.
just gay dudes all over the place. I was
Yeah,
like, what?
there's just like a lot of gay dudes. It's actually one of the nicer neighborhoods in Manhattan. It's kind of like very clean. Well, actually, it's not one of the nicer neighborhoods, but it's like a well upkept like neighborhood. It's clean. There's a lot of gay guys. There's like a lot of nice restaurants and bars.
It's like the
stuff.
2013 Williamsburg.
Yeah. Well, I think Williamsburg now is kind of more. It's like the best it's ever been. Williamsburg. People hate
really?
Williamsburg. People hate Williamsburg just because it's like a nice neighborhood with wealthy people that live in it. But Williamsburg rules. I love Williamsburg. I like to go to Williamsburg a lot. Now I don't go there because it's too much of a hassle to get there. I have to hop on like a couple trains. I don't go there anymore.
Run into the masturbators.
Yeah.
People shooting up on the.
What's like an area outside of LA that's kind of nice to live?
What, in California, you mean?
Yeah.
Santa Barbara, San Luis Obispo, any of the coastal areas, really. So you got, I like Irvine. Some people would consider Irvine part of LA, but it's kind of on the outskirts.
Okay.
What about the neighborhood where they filmed The Tax Collector with Shia LaBeouf?
I'm not familiar with
I'm
that.
not either. I remember it being ridiculous in the trailer, but I haven't seen.
Yeah,
the
he joined a gang. Like he actually joined the street gang in that neighborhood.
I do
that
remember
role.
hearing about that. Yeah.
Like if you go, I think it was the Channel 5 interview. Maybe he did. He was talking about how he actually went on and he's like, "Oh, we're just family, fool. We're just family." And in reality, you realize he's just kind of like a crazy Catholic kid.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
if you grow up Catholic, especially where I'm at, you're definitely going to be only friends with Mexican dudes because that's who you're going to school. That's who you want to be friends with.
Yeah, but
he's hanging out with vatos. He got his whole back tattoo.
Shia's kind of like a fake cell Catholic, though.
Yeah.
He's actually Jewish. I don't know if you know this about Shia LaBeouf.
Is that 100% Jewish or half?
Dude, that's actually honestly, I give Jews a lot of credit when they become Christian.
Me too. That's huge. Obviously. I'm always like, I put my hand on his shoulder. And I'm like, welcome to the team,
based.
But Shia LaBeouf's a crazy person. With that being said, I do love and respect him, and I wish him the best. I think he should be accepted back into Hollywood. I feel like it's not his crazy behavior that has blacklisted him from Hollywood. It's the fact that he's Jewish and became a Catholic that blacklisted him.
He went from the first world's largest organization to the second. Like they're competing there. And
I'll say this much: if Shiloh had been Orthodox, the churches wouldn't have turned him away, because that's crazy. That's actually insane to me that a Catholic church was like, "You need to get the hell out of here."
Oh wait, they shunned him?
There was like 2 or 3 that like shunned him away, and then like finally he found one that was like, "All right, come on." Okay. Well, he was like on like a fucking whatever.
Was that his Bender girls?
Yeah.
Which is a good place, because like I was thinking about that. Like if you go to Mardi Gras, you expect to see celebrities, but not fucking Even Stevens, hammered, not the guy from Holes. And the fact that he's willing to take pictures, that's the best part.
It would be cool if you saw Beans like just obliterated. Like,
because I feel like he's a dwarf. He's just terrifying. Like he haunts my dreams sometimes.
Yeah, Beans was one of those kids where he was like funny and cute as a kid because he was so like ugly, but then once he became an adult,
grows up into a monster.
It's like we no longer have any parts for you.
Just like it's like, well, Ron Howard, the only reason he looked creepy as shit from the beginning, but his brother was successful.
Oh, Clint Howard, yeah, dude. Yeah.
Clint Howard, yeah, that's who it was.
Yeah, he had this
movie,
sci-fi or horror movies.
There was this one called The Ice Cream Man.
Yeah,
and I watched it when I was a
that.
kid. And I remember one scene where like he kidnaps this little girl at the street, which she's out after the lights. You know, the street lights have already been on, so that's kind of on her.
Yeah.
But he kidnaps her. The next thing is, it's like he puts a cherry on the ice cream, and it's like an eyeball. And then it's just this little nerdy kid that's her friend. And he's like eating it. And he's like, no, it's a fat guy. And he's just like, so that traumatized me, man. That's one of those things. Dude, and I'm just like, forever. I'm like, that guy's ugly.
Have you seen the trailer for the remake that Eli Roth's doing?
It's
like one of the most, dude. It's like one of the most deranged things I've ever seen.
Wait, what's going on? What's going on?
Like this movie, the trailer alone, I'm like, I don't know. Like maybe I become more sensitized to this shit, but I was like, holy shit, dude, this is like fucking nuts.
Let's go ahead, Jamie, pull it up.
Yeah. Be careful though. There's some shit on there.
Pop it on.
I fuck your YouTube up.
Wow, I'm not gonna lie, dude. I had the internet. I had internet access in 2008, 2009, and I had Tanner as an older brother. So he was on message rap boards and all this. And then like when I'm at sophomore in high school, me and my friends have all access to Live Leak and eFucked and all these just crazy things. I remember what's so bad is like being, oh God. And being 17 and funny. I can't do it, man. I just and that reminds me of the Farrah Abraham thing where she was like she was pooping for money, which hey, I'm not gonna lie.
I miss the old internet, man. Like I miss when it was the Wild West. There wasn't like as much tight-knit control over it. Like I've
green text on black.
Like the Drew.
Just everything looks like the Heaven's Gate cult website.
The Drew that you guys know was forged in the internet. I've been scrolling. You know, I've been
a 4chan warrior.
Yeah, I've been.
Dude, was it 4chan? What depths were you into?
I was on 4chan. Dude, I've been on 4chan. I'm still on 4chan. I've been on 4chan since like 2005.
Wow.
I think.
Oh man.
Yeah.
OG days.
Yeah, I was playing like a lot of Counter-Strike back then. I remember I was playing a lot of Counter-Strike, and this like guy that I played Counter-Strike was like, "Have you heard of 4chan?" And I was like, "What's that?" And then he like sent me the link, and then I went on 4chan, and I have not left since. Yeah,
it's the day everything changed.
Yeah,
21 years.
I'm a chud. I'm a truecel.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it's just the way things are.
Yep.
I don't know. We're all truecels. Like everybody, we're truecels.
In our hearts.
Everybody in the chat's truecels.
Yeah. I just hope that this doesn't link me to like a future shooter. You know what I mean? Someone comes in the chat. Someone comes in the chat and they're just like, "Look, guys, I love the pod. It's honestly a great pod." And then they end up murdering a bunch of people. And then they're like, "Look at this guy's post," and it's just our faces.
Swizzle brings up a really good point because your fan base is going to be chud specific.
Yeah,
so well, there is a likelihood something like that.
Look, here's something. Let me get real. Let me drop the character and speak on this real quick. Chuds aren't inherently bad people. You know,
that's true.
A lot of people look at chuds, they're like, "Look at this fucking freak, look at this fucking loser." But these guys aren't all inherently evil. You know what I mean? Just because you're a chud doesn't mean that you're gonna shoot up anything. It doesn't mean that you're racist. It doesn't mean that you're sexist or homophobic, which those things are kind of cool. but it doesn't mean that you're any of those things, right? So,
let's just say
everybody, let's not, chuds are people too. Chuds are people too, and they deserve our
love and support.
They deserve our love and support, guys. Yep. So you know what I mean. Let's not besmirch chuds.
Super chats are welcome.
Super chats are welcome. I
just buy the merch and please don't send us a chemical bomb in the mail. That's all we ask.
I just need 470 more subscribers, and super chats are welcome.
Drew, they have outside sources now that if you were to put a link in your bio and your video, they can click on that and they can give you money.
Really?
I'm gonna look into this.
Yeah.
Buy me a coffee and that kind of shit.
That kind of thing, or like they have one that's called the Dono Bar, and you can even get a donation bar across the screen. So if you want a goal of $100 an episode, you can be like, let's hit the goal, guys. What the hell are we doing, Chuds? Get the money out.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm gonna look into this. I'm gonna put this in my notes and talk to my assistant about this.
Oh, yeah. Rory.
That's not bad.
Yeah. I'm gonna talk to my manager, Rowie Rosen, and we're gonna see about this outside source for getting donations because, look, you know, I'm broke as shit.
Yeah, dude.
You just gotta just sell yourself on Cameo. I feel like it's a good hustle.
Yeah, I'm gonna sell myself on Cameo. It's like get this random Mexican guy to say something.
Honestly, though, Drew, if you just didn't have your name and you're just Mexican guy, that could maybe work.
Look,
you just gotta play a character, man. Got to get a sombrero, go down to the east side, get some sweet ass like old
Chud Mexican
Southwest shoes.
Yeah.
Woo.
Yeah, I mean, look
not the fat farms, fool.
Making some money to support the show is great, but you know, first and foremost, what the hierarchy of importance is talking about Chud rights.
Yeah.
Revoking Sweezes truecel status.
Yes.
And then you know, donations and stuff like that. So I'm focusing on revoking Sweezes truecel status. I'm focusing on promoting Chud rights. And then we'll get to the money making schemes, which
it's really unfortunate. It's really unfortunate for Sweeze that he's that high up there on your priority list.
I don't want him to be, but he's forcing my hand.
Yeah,
you know
exactly.
What I mean?
You took the bait. You took the venom.
You know, it's like I'm constantly over here talking about Sweeze and the highest of light.
That's
you
true.
know what I mean? I'm constantly talking about Sweeze. I'm constantly telling Robbie, I'm like, Robbie, you need to go easy on Sweeze because he's my fucking boy. And Robbie's like, nah,
I barely say anything to Sweeze, and every once in a while, Drew hits me up in DMs. He's like, "Hey, could you just like say a nice thing to Sweeze every once in a while?"
Yeah.
Like, all right, fine.
I'm constantly, you know.
It's not comedy. Sorry.
I'm building the lore too. I've explained so much Sweeze lore to people, you know, just to get them tapped into
the lore's
what's going on and keeping them in the loop. You know, I'm putting out this fucking legwork for Sweeze, and he just doesn't capitalize on it.
So I just want to ask you, did Sweeze give you any kind of prep before the show? Was he like, don't you fucking talk about this and don't you fucking talk about that? Like, was there anything like that?
No, actually, Tanner, I'm not even sure if he knows that I'm on here right now.
Really? It's appropriate to call him Tanner.
Yeah, that's true. That's fair. He's Tanner now.
Yeah. So
no, he told me the other day, he's like, hey, I booked 2 podcasts this week. And I said, right, let's do it. And I said, anything works. And then he's like, I'm not gonna be able to do it. Da 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 da. And I think he messaged Drew because he had another one at 6 he's supposed to do 6 to 8.
I still can't.
And they ended up. They got him.
He sent me this long message that was obviously written by ChatGPT.
Yeah, professional.
I was laughing so hard at that.
You can't, because like you can't just send a text be like, hey man, I got too hammered last night, I'm not gonna be there at work tomorrow.
No, see, here's the thing. He could have, and that would have been normal.
Yeah, it would have been like, if he would have said that, I would have been like, I totally understand.
Yeah.
Sometimes I wonder if that is his plot, is the anticipation of just like planting seeds in people's heads where throughout the day they're just like, fuck that Tanner Sweeze guy. I think he's got this mental anguish on some people.
He's got mental something, I'll tell you that much.
I mean, Tanner has a lot of ops. You know what I mean? He's constantly having to, you know, and this is where I sympathize with Tanner.
Yes,
because I also have a lot of ops. I know what it is. I know what it's like to, you know, constantly having to fend off your opposition. So I mean,
there's so many liquid Drews at this point.
Yeah, there's so many liquid Drews. You know what I mean? There's only one solid Drew, and I have to go up against all of them.
Yeah.
But that's where I sympathize with Tanner. But then it's like, brother, you gotta follow up. It's also driving me crazy that you guys have been recording the pods and not posting.
That is insane. I've been thinking about that this entire time. I'm like, how have you guys recorded all of these episodes and not released them?
I know.
That's the
now
beauty of this.
It makes
Have you also
so
heard
much
the Chinese
more.
buffet tour?
Yes, of course. I told Sweeze, I was like, you need to make a stop in NYC. I'll be a guest on the Chinese buffet tour.
Only if they got swill oil. If they don't have swill oil, we're not going to be there.
Well, I'll talk to a guy. You know what I mean? I'll talk to a guy.
If you have to, you'll bring your own. What do you have to do?
Yeah.
Oh man, no.
Dude,
it's just shit oil, man.
It makes so much more sense that you guys are on season 3. You just haven't released the episodes.
Yeah, wow.
So when you
we're trying to sign a partnership with like Netflix or something, you know.
Yeah,
nice.
Ideally,
sure.
Yeah, you guys are trying to get
it's definitely not we're just trying to make oh no.
So you guys are like,
if we got the Body Brain sponsor, do you know what we would lose our fucking mind? Because if you ever had Body Brain, it's actually pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. I'm surprised. It was actually good.
I refuse to drink Body Brain. I refuse to give Louis J. Gomez money for anything.
I'll give Louis money.
I like
because
that
I do it already
by
every month.
that forever. I like that.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm never going to Skankfest. I'm never buying Body Brain. I'm never subscribing to Gas Digital.
What if he tried to sign you, doggy?
If he tried to sign,
and right before you get there, and he just has a whip, and he's just like, "Get down, you Mexican."
No,
I'm Puerto Rican. I'm better than you. And you got to like, but he's like paying your bills.
Well, wait, Swizzle. I think you actually, though Swizzle's right. Like, if you got hired by Louis to be on the network, what would be your attitude towards what you're saying right now?
Well, yes. Depending on how much money Louis is giving me, which it would have to be, pretty fucking, if you're signing me, brother, you better believe
it's Cuck chair for God's sakes.
I mean, I know this is we're taking the internet by storm.
Yes,
if Louis really wanted to get into the Chudosphere and sign me on, we're looking at, it's hard to even quantify right now.
Well, here's the thing, Drew. It's like you could have the classic network war over Cuck chair between BPN and Gas Digital. Now,
and my network, Sweeze Industries.
That's right.
You guys forgot that I started Sweeze Industries. This is so I'm like, Louis, do you want to merge Sweeze Industries with Gas Digital?
Yes,
there's a price to pay, but if he did pay up to that price, I would unfortunately have to become Louis's subordinate, which would kill me.
Yeah,
but at the same time,
this is a similar question to like, what's the cheapest dollar amount would you suck a dick for?
Yeah, which I'm probably saying.
I think this is actually a better 10 situation.
Yeah, 10 grand.
10 grand, nice.
10 grand. I think you could get me to just really go to town for 10
on the
grand.
Puerto Rican rattlesnake.
Well, maybe not Louis.
Yeah, you have to pay him 10 grand.
For some reason, that seems more haunting.
Yeah,
the whole time he's just like, "You're not as good as Kim Congdon, doggy."
Yeah, he's like rubbing my head. Unfortunately for Louis, I'm building up Sweeze Industries.
Yeah.
So, unless the number's astronomical, I don't think we're going to be merging. I don't think I'm.
Do you think there's ever going to be any animosity between the BPN network and the Sweeze Industries network? Where you have, during Sweeps Week feuds, perhaps?
No,
Swizzle, we also have an LLC.
We're not gonna be. There's no animosity between BPN and Sweeze Industries. We're allied. You know what I mean? We're like North Korea and Russia. Obviously, I'm North Korea.
Different cultures,
smaller eyes.
Yeah, different cultures. Dalton's in the lib cuck sphere, and I'm in the Chudosphere.
Yeah,
but
it's good to get these definitions now, so we hone this in.
Yeah. But yeah, no, there's no animosity. Dalton's my brother. I remember when I was fresh in New York City. I had got blackout drunk one night and lost my phone, and I went to go see Dalton. I went to go see like a live Loud Boys, at a place called Old Man Hustle. Rest in peace, Old Man Hustle. It's a comedy club that doesn't exist anymore. I remember Dalton and I didn't really know each other, but we were talking after a show, and he invited me to go to Comedy Fight Club with him. Oh, nice. I was like, sure, I'll go. And that was the start of a beautiful friendship. Shout out Dalton Pruitt. Everybody go, subscribe to his stuff, which if you're here, you already are.
True.
But
dude, that was the case for me too. It was crazy. It'd be like if they weren't watching Dalton's show and I was doing something, the entire chat was just Dalton fans.
Yeah.
Shout out Drew Huntley.
Yeah. Shout out Drew Huntley. Shout out Show Me to 1099.
That's an ongoing bit that we found out recording is Tanner. One of his biggest thing is when he feels like dead air is coming or something, he just starts shouting people out. So I literally have a good 45 minutes.
Yeah, it's like 2 hours of Tanner shouting out.
I actually love that, dude. You just hear silence and you hear like, shout out Sumo Dog.
That's exactly what it's like. And I mean, we have some podcasts that are actually. There's one we're going to put out that is it's based on the celebrity deaths. Like we actually recorded podcasts on the day celebrity dies, and I don't remember. But
that's smart.
One rapper had I forgot who it was. It was last year though, sometime. And Sweeze, shout out Sumo Dog, he's right here. Sweeze ended up. Wait, what was I saying? Sorry.
The celebrity death podcast.
Yes. Okay. So it was some rapper. Sweeze got blackout drunk, and we were down in the studio, and it was one of those things. It was one of those things though, where it's like. He wasn't really emotional about the guy dying, but he had just drank too much seltzers that night. So it was like the sadness was kicking in. Yeah. And I think it was like Fetty Wap or something. It was somewhere. And he's like, I love you. He's Fetty Wap. And I'm just sitting there just like sober. And I'm just like, I can't. Yeah, this is a terrible episode. We can't put this out. We also, the day Hulk Hogan died, we have a video of us kayaking and doing a podcast next to a mountain.
Oh, hell yeah.
So wait, you guys also aren't releasing the celebrity death episodes?
Yeah, you're not releasing the celebrity death episodes. You're not releasing the podcast where you're in the fucking mountain.
You guys realize if you never release them,
you guys are hoarding content. You're content hoarders.
It's gonna be one of these things where it's like when one of us dies, it's gonna be like, all right. I guess release it all, and then it all just gets released.
No, it's like you guys are doing that, like that Wu-Tang. You guys are doing like that Wu-Tang album.
5 people can listen to it.
Exactly. That's what it is. And it's Chongqing in South Korea. He's an avid fan. That guy.
Nice.
That's actually the guy's name. He added me on Facebook before I had to delete my Facebook.
Shout King. That's his name.
Sumo. What's going on, Sumo?
Sumo Dog.
Okay. Yeah, you know what I find so funny about your guys' pet situation is that you're constantly talking about Sumo, but then I see this other dog that you guys don't talk about at all. I don't even know the dog's name.
Which one? The Beagle?
No.
Beagle Boy?
Yeah. Oh, there's multiple other dogs.
Beagle?
I just thought it was the Beagle. You didn't even say his name.
Yeah, his real name. I've had him. He's 10 years now. His name's Emilio Billingsworth, the Mighty Duck Dog. Because when oh, God, must be okay. Sorry.
Well, I kind of Sumo is clearly a star.
Yeah, Sumo is a star. But...
Sumo's an asshole. I'm not gonna lie to you. I spend a lot of times with these dogs. I take them on their walks and things like this. So we know each other very well. But Sumo thinks he's not a dog because Tanner raised him in an apartment, and he's a border collie Australian Shepherd mix.
Okay.
So those dogs need to be outside, but Tanner raised him in an apartment, so he just is like an autistic child now. Where he's like tailing on all the other dogs, and like he'll go to the window and bark and try to herd them outside. The other dogs, Emilio, I got him when I bought him at a Walmart parking lot at 2 a.m. in Denton, Texas.
Shout out Emilio, sounds pretty cool.
Yeah. I feel like you guys need to talk about Emilio more.
Who's Emilio has features. He's one of those guys.
Yeah, I feel like there's like a blind spot in the lore, and it's Emilio.
He's like the forgotten son. He's like he's gonna.
See, that's what's bad.
He's gonna end up.
I was a bad dad with him.
Emilio's gonna end up like Nick Reiner. He's gonna fucking murder you guys.
I'm hoping he just ends up like Hunter Biden.
Yeah.
That's what I'm hoping. He just kind of ends up like hooking up with like hot Latinas, smoking crack.
Drew, when you were saying that, I imagined like, you remember like when Conan O'Brien, when he would do like sketches where animals would do things, it'd be like people with like puppet arms.
Yeah.
That's what I was imagining, them killing Sweezes and Swizzle.
Well, see, that's one thing you don't have to worry about. Besides, okay, so there's a third one. That's Sadie. She's the only girl, but she's half pit bull, half Boston Terrier. I got her a shelter, so she came from the hood, like Avenue L, where the streetwalkers walk during the daytime in Lubbock. Yeah, they found her there. They took her in. I went and got her, and I was dating a teacher at the time, and the teacher was like, "Oh, you need her. She'll be so great for you." And she's grown up now. Because
Swizzle's like, I was 16 at the time.
No, I think I was 29 at that time. But when I got Emilio, I was 22, and I had just moved in with my first girlfriend, and we had been dating 2 years. And we decided, get a puppy. And the fact was, she grew up like inner city Houston, like Beltway in the Jewish neighborhood.
Yeah.
But she never had animals. She was a black chick. So like she always loved people being like, "Oh, I like dogs and all this," but she had never been around puppies or nothing. So when you're getting a beagle, when I bought him, right, the lady was kind of a crackhead because it's 2:30. I talked to her for like an hour straight in this parking lot.
Yeah.
And she's got a whole gang of beagles. And I'm like, I'm going to take this girl. And my mom's like, "No, you want the boy." So as soon as she gives him to me, I give her like the $400. As soon as she gives him to me, she gets a syringe of Robitussin and shoots it down his mouth.
What the fuck?
It's got a cold.
Exactly. She just takes it and he's just like, and she's like, "Just do this when they get antsy." And I'm like, okay, that's kind of traumatizing, you know. He's only like 6 weeks old.
Like drugging the dog.
Yeah.
Well, see, I messed up too because I didn't want to Robitussin him, right? And I currently, at that time, I'd worked in an organic store in Denton. It was called The Cupboard. It was right off the square. And it was one of those like hippie places, been there since the like 40 years, but everything's way too fucking overpriced. It's shut down now due to not being corporate. I took Emilio to get like medicine to calm him down, and they said tryptophan. And then they wanted me to pay $500 a month.
You're the thing in Turkey that makes you sleepy.
Exactly. I guess for dogs, it's like the ultimate thing.
Yeah.
It's $500 for a 30-day supply. But I worked in an organic store that sold tryptophan capsules for like $10. So I got 500 capsules. But I'm not going to lie. I was a 22-year-old, 23-year-old. I was like 24-year-old kid who wasn't responsible. So like when I read the instructions and like I put some on his food every morning, I didn't realize I was like giving him human doses. So I was giving him like double human doses, and he was a puppy. Yeah. So he just got really fucking smart. No, I mean, it just made him more crazier. But then I stopped giving it to him, and I'm like, all right, this is not good.
You're just drugging your dog. You're making your dog robo trip.
Exactly.
Dude,
I felt I was smoking weed out of foil, like tinfoil next to him. Yeah, so I felt like it's a fair trade-off.
That sucked.
Yeah, dude, when I was in the Air Force, I would robo trip whenever I went home on leave. And I remember the first time I did it, it was my good friend I grew up with, Miguel. He was like, "Yo, we should robo trip because it's not going to show up in your drug test. You don't have to worry about it." And I was like, "All right, cool." So, you know, we both went, we bought like a bottle of Robitussin, and we just like drank the whole bottle. Yeah. And I was tripping out so hard the first time that
it's not an enjoyable trip.
It's not enjoyable, but I convinced myself that I had never actually joined the military, that I had just been tripping. It was like a part of my trip. Wow. And then I remember
like a salvia trip.
And I remember at one point I was like trying to like close my eyes and sleep off the trip because I was having such a bad time. And when I closed my eyes, I imagined this like room of Indian children, from India. They were like waving at me.
Shit.
They were like waving at me as if they were like acknowledging that like I am tripping, but I've created this portal that's allowing me to remote view them.
Wow.
Waving at me. Yeah, it was a fucking trip.
Yeah.
The only
is that the secret to a lot of that Hindu art?
I don't know, man.
A lot of that stuff's psycthis.
Yeah,
maybe they're just tripping balls and wormholes.
Yeah, they're just robo tripping, dude.
Yeah. This will help your cough. And there's like,
if you do enough, if you drink enough,
we can't drink the water. The water's not clean. Drink the Robitussin.
Shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I will say weed and a little NyQuil, man. That's a beautiful combination.
It's a good matchup.
Yeah.
I've just gotten back into smoking weed. I stopped smoking weed for a long time.
Do you want me to send you my vaporizer for concentrate? Because I'm done completely.
You're done with weed. Well,
I have to be by next week.
Why?
I'm becoming a catechumen in the Orthodox Church.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Back to society.
Just hold on to it. You never know.
I'm gonna throw it away.
Yeah.
No, just keep it because you never know. Like you may get laid off from your 911 job, like Sweezes did.
Yeah.
I just got back into weed, so I got like a little pen, and I hit that before I go to bed, and then have fall asleep having an anxiety attack. That's bad.
Man, that sounds nice. I wish I wish I had the panic induced again. I have no effects. It just makes me feel normal.
Dude, I was looking through your Twitter profile today, and there was this picture you posted of like $500 worth of like gummies, vapes, and weed. I was like, why did you buy that much stuff at one time? It was crazy.
Are you guys in like a not legal state, and so you collect when you go other places?
Okay, so where we're at right now, we're dead center, Texas Panhandle, right? So 2 hours to the east is Oklahoma, where you have to have a medical card. And then 2 hours west is Clayton, New Mexico, where it's completely recreation. So we usually sometimes just take the 4, we'll know some people that are like going up there or something, and it's like, oh, pick me something up, something like that.
Cool.
We never cross state lines with it into a legal state. Let's make that for sure.
Of course.
That never happens.
I would never suggest that.
Yeah.
But it's that's the thing is like because we both currently work in kitchens on the side, and you'll be in there with like these 20-year-old kids who are spending $60 for a disposable like THCA vape.
Yeah.
And then they're asking me like, hey, can I hit your vape? And I'm like, yeah. And then they hit it. And they're like, what'd you get? I'm like, dude, I paid $7 for that. I just go to the store like a normal adult. Like I'm 33. I fucked up my life enough to be like, yeah, I can buy some weed. It's fine.
Yeah.
I can go and make those decisions.
Yeah.
But it's one of those things because Texas is flip-flop so bad. So like they were banned in April, and then all of May they went off the shelves, and then now they've revoked it, and now they can sell flour that's only made in Texas.
Interesting.
And I was doing some actual like graphic contract work for a Borger hemp distribution place, which in reality what it was is this guy who sold high school since we were like little kids, because we're in one of those towns where you grow up with the same people.
Yeah.
He was always the guy that smoked weed. And then he just got older, and then he like learned the law, moved to Austin, and then he's like, oh, I could just go to New Mexico, or I could just go over here, buy it, and then put it in my brand with my name, and then sell it to people for triple the amount. So that's what he's doing.
I remember a time where I was just getting like brick Mexican weed for years.
Oh, swag, that dirt.
It was just the worst stuff.
I miss those days.
I kind of do too. And I remember I was like begging my dealer. I was like, do you have like any connections for anything that's good? Anything. And so I was badgering him about this forever. And finally he got something. And dude, I just remember like we smoked this, whatever it was, and it was like a hardcore indica. And dude, I remember just in the chair sleeping.
Yeah.
And because I was just like, I never felt anything like that. Like that was insane. And now that's like nothing. Like now we have shit that probably blows that out of the water.
Yeah.
Well, see, I survived the K2 era. That was like my junior year in high school. Yeah.
Well, yeah. Me too.
I smoked K2 before that.
Me too, actually. In the Air Force. Wow. In the Air Force, we used to do that.
Yeah.
Like I found out. So when I was in the Air Force was right around when the first synthetic weed came out, and the chemical was called JWH-18. Was what it was called.
Oh, it was like
so okay. that was the great one, because that one was the one that felt like weed. Like when you smoked it, you didn't go crazy. You didn't, nothing crazy was happening. But what happened?
Was that like the name brand's K2 Spice one?
Yeah,
it was actually called K2.
It came in different different people were putting out.
This is
products.
Potpourri. That was my favorite thing.
Yeah. But what happened was, law enforcement caught on to it, so they kept on banning those chemicals. So what they would do was they would slightly change it to technically make it a different chemical that wasn't banned. So when they kept on doing this, it just kept on getting crazier and crazier and fucking people up. And it got to the point where you'd go buy some, spice is what we'd call it. You go buy some spice, and then you would feel like you're having like a fucking mental breakdown because you're just smoking some like weird chemical.
Dude, I remember
it's still around though.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy. I remember I smoked spice, whatever it was, and got drunk at this party. And luckily it was at a friend's party. And I was sitting on the steps of the apartment that was leading up to their apartment. And I just had my head down with my eyes closed. And I was dead to the world for like an hour. And I couldn't fucking get out of this like mind prison. And everyone, I was talking to like two friends. It was my buddy's girlfriend and her friend. They were right here with me, trying to like figure out what the fuck's going on with me. And then like just out of nowhere, I kind of snapped out of it. I was just like, let's go upstairs, I guess. I still to this day I have no idea what that was.
Yeah,
and so I just haven't done it since then.
Tune attack.
I almost got
this
busted.
Happens daily.
I almost got busted in the Air Force because one of my friends in the Air Force, his real life like outside the Air Force friend happened to not only join the Air Force but then get stationed at our base.
Yeah.
And we were all already smoking like spice blunts like every day together. Yeah. And then he invited him. He invited him to come smoke with us. And this guy like came, he smoked. And then he was like, all right, I'm going to dip out because I told some boys I was going to go play basketball with them. Or like, all right, later. This guy goes to
basketball after being KGY.
Yeah. So he goes and plays basketball, and then it kicks in, and he has like a full like mental breakdown and starts like panicking. I guess like he took off his like shirt and his clothes and stuff, and he was tripping out to the point where like the base cops came and they had to like subdue him and shit. And just
give him some water, wait for him to get out of it.
Out of the sheerest luck, he just didn't give us up. But we were so afraid. Like I remember being terrified that I was gonna get kicked out of the military for smoking fake weed.
Yeah, you'd have to tell your family I got shot.
Yeah.
Dude, I remember my buddy he smoked spice at a party we were at, and he like shut down, and we were like, you all right, Justin? You all right? And he was just kind of like staring forward and like dead-eyed. And then he stands up and walks into the bathroom and closes the door, and we're like waiting out there for him. We're like, you all right? And then like another couple minutes pass, and he comes back out and he goes, okay, so when I was over there, I was dead. And then I walked into the bathroom and I was in my coffin. Oh, and I was like, we got to stop smoking this.
Yeah,
see,
dude.
That's my first experience with it. It's like I had never smoked weed or anything. I'd only been drunk a couple of times before that. And I was a junior in high school. It was like April of my junior year in like 2011, but it was this blue stuff. And I hung out with these three guys that like I was cool with in class. So like they were my like friends, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So in one, I'm in like a weird truck driving around town. And then I remember smoking. And as soon as I blow it out and everything, I'm just like looking around. And I'm like, I'll never be the same. I thought I was going to be stuck in this parallel universe forever.
Man.
And I didn't understand that. And then like once they started banning stuff, right? Because like it was right up from my house, literally across from the middle school in our town, the Banditos biker gang. They owned a business called D&D Amusement at this time. And what it was ran by a guy who was a Banditos biker member, but he had a peg leg, like half of his leg down, and he lived in the trailer park down the street, which is like a block down. And that's the place you could go in. And I remember specifically, like you had to be 18 usually, but they didn't really give a shit, you know. They're all doing illegal things. You'd walk in, and at one point when I was a kid, this same building was like a restaurant that we would always go to. So I remember it in my mind as like being this childhood memory of like, oh, that's the restaurant we go on Friday night, da da da. But now when you walk in, there's a crackhead standing that looks just like Trevor from GTA, standing behind a counter with glass counters that wrap around, the glass counters are filled with pipes and bongs that are like spaced out like way too far.
Yeah.
And then behind them on the wall is like a suitcase type thing. In the suitcase thing is basically a display rack of just random packages. I remember it was like Cloud9, all these different brands, all this stuff. But if you turn right, there was like a room full of gambling machines. And then if you turned right again, there was just a room full of VHS porn in DVDs.
This sounds like a good establishment to be honest.
Yeah, and we're going in there.
Pretty cool place.
Like so we're imagining like a couple of 18-year-old kids coming in just being like, hey, can we get that one? So we would like talk to the guy, and like clearly he's just like a probably 27-year-old crackhead, but he looks 55.
Yeah.
So he's the one, and he's just like, ooh, what do you guys want? And he at one point, this is when I remember all four of my friends, like my close friends, we went and got a bag, and he's like, what's this one like, right? And he's like, oh, this one's like speed, man. And we look back at him, and we're like, oh, cool. So this is what's crazy. Like we just took it and we're like, all right, cool, we'll see. So then we passed around the pipe in my front yard because like I live like a mile from this place, you know, not even a mile. Yeah. Very close, like walking distance. So we're back at my house and we all smoke it. No one gets high, but all of our fucking sides are killing us. Like just our sides are hurting. It's painful. And we're just like, I don't like this. This is not good. We still smoked the whole bag that whole night, but we didn't feel good. Yeah. So then it comes out about 2 months later, which you can still look it up. It's in the Borger News Herald. They were busted for lacing their drugs and stuff with meth and heroin.
What?
Yes, and they were ran by that Banditos bike gang, which is infamous drug runner type people. So me and my 17-year-old friends, like not subconsciously, indirectly, got introduced to like smoking meth, but none of us got high. It just hurt our side.
Swizzle, you do
we didn't know speed was meth. We didn't know that.
You got to have a meeting with the other family that's suing you for this house. If they ever get any like juice on like actually getting the house, be like, listen, forget the fucking house. Yeah. We can take this business for everything they got, and I'll give you a quarter of it.
That place does not exist, man. Yeah. There's no way. They only made it. And I think now it's actually an insurance agency. Like at one point, funny. It's like it went through weird transitions of being a family restaurant to like a sex, like drug dealing biker ranch shop,
like a rub and tug place.
Yeah, and then like a rub and tug, and then now it's just a guy in there like cheating on his wife and drinking every night, just trying to sell people insurance. Yeah. It's always kind of been. It's just moving down. It's like now it's call center, so now it's just moving down.
That's my jam.
Yeah.
Did you guys watch that video of the robot kicking that little Chinese boy in the chair?
Yeah, that was good.
Dude, this video's been fucking with me since I saw it, because it's like one
strike number one.
It's like
a good ass move though. Well, like it's like good programming in that robot.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. It's like
everything.
First off, it's like,
why'd you teach a kata?
Our Chinese kids don't even know martial arts anymore. Yeah, I mean they don't know martial arts, because if that was a Chinese kid from like 30 years ago, he would have like blocked it or countered it or something.
Yeah,
so
true.
Like,
I hate being like annoying. That should be a bit you do. That's a funny bit.
Well, it's like they don't know They don't know martial arts anymore. Yeah. Secondly, it's like China's actively outsourcing their martial arts to the robots.
Yeah, exactly.
Did you see that shit?
You're gonna be lazy.
He hit that kid right in the fucking chest. It was nuts. And then
crazy.
I saw another one today that Naeem reposted, where it was like a robot backhanded a little Chinese girl. So it's like
all the robots are attacking children.
Yeah, well, not only that, Chinese children. It's like China's programming their robots to actively.
I mean, it makes sense. Like we assemble so many things over there now. They're coming back for revenge. Are you trying to take out the youth?
Are you up on your practicer? We will test.
So I don't know. I've been watching these videos of robots beat up Chinese children.
Yeah.
And also,
it's a good rabbit hole. That is a good rabbit hole to find.
You know what else is a good rabbit hole? These videos I love. Now, some of them I think are fake and staged, but some of them seem to be legitimately like real, where it's like a Zoomer like takes a picture of like an old person, and then he uses it to make like an AI video of the old person like
they're destroying the grocery store.
No, where they're like kissing a man. So it'll be like an old person, and they get hypnotized or something, and then while they think they're hypnotized in the AI video, they're like start making out with a man.
That's awesome.
Which is funny to me because it's like Zoomers are like tricking old men into into thinking they got sexually assaulted.
Oh shit!
Dude, I mean, like a truly evil but funny idea is like doing a video where you go down to like the dementia hall.
Oh man, you can run so many bits by those people. Just
you keep returning to the same ones.
And then just every day they flickered out more. Very 51st dates.
Yeah. Think about how crazy I'm gonna get when I inevitably have Alzheimer's, and I'm just ripping the craziest bits. Damn,
but
dude.
It's the same bit like every like 5 minutes. You're like, oh yeah,
yeah.
But also,
and it's like racist and off-putting. And I have like a black lady caretaker.
Oh child.
Dude, that I agree. You need to have a Chris Tucker butler robot. I think that's a great idea.
It's not gonna happen. It's definitely gonna be a YN, like grown up YN. Because you gotta think, there's no old sweet grandmas anymore. No old, like, they're gonna die out eventually. It's gonna be these young YN girls that are pussy popping, dog. But it's gonna be her throwing it back and be like, OnlyFans.
I think the way it works with black women is that they eventually hit like a certain age, let's say 42. They hit 42, and then that's when they start converting from like being a little wild to being like the nice old lady.
Yeah, they're nice ladies now.
Yeah. So there's a certain kind of like
daughters get to be like whore age.
There's a certain metamorphosis that happens around that age. You know what I mean? I'm currently metamorphosizing into a fat Mexican guy.
Hell yeah, dude. Yeah. I don't see that. Is that true?
It's so you don't see it in my face. You obviously don't see it in my arms. But if the camera was to pan down to my stomach,
you know what? I can see some tits.
Yeah, I have to. Dude, it's wild. I don't like it. I don't appreciate it. It's like
because it's like 38 when you hit the Mexican dad bod phase.
Well, that's what happened. It's like for the first 34 years of my life, like I had a fast metabolism. I didn't have to worry about what I ate. I didn't have to worry about what I drank. I could just go about my life, eating and drinking whatever the fuck I wanted. You know, having like 10 beers. You know what I mean? Didn't have to worry about it. All of a sudden, 2 years ago, my metabolism's just fucking like slowed the fuck down.
Wait a minute. When did you move to New York?
2021.
Oh, never mind. Okay. I thought there was correlation.
Yeah. Well, I'm getting fat as shit. And I need to figure something out. Drew Huntley said just work out. I don't think so. There has to be another way to get past this. You know what I mean?
You know what helps? You know what helps, I think, is like cutting calories and then also cutting your carb and sugar intake.
Yeah, well,
I have a way better option.
What's that? Just drink.
Are you guys ready for this?
Yeah.
Commit a crime where they send you to county jail for like 30 days, and then they restrict you on food, and if you don't have any money, then you can't buy any food or anything. So you literally only get like small portions.
True, prison diet.
Yeah.
Just
well,
I
don't. Well, that's the thing is, if I got locked up, it wouldn't be because of the diet that's restrictive. It'd be because I can't drink beer anymore.
Well, I mean,
that would.
You should treat your apartment like a prison cell.
Just never. This is COVID 2023. Just lock it.
They could really chud podcast.
I'd become a gym cell.
Get everything delivered to you, just straight to your house.
Yeah, I need to stop door dashing too. Honestly, I've been door dashing so much fucking food like a lazy bastard.
You know, they should only tip you, or they should only charge you for tip and not also a driver's delivery.
Well, here's the thing: when you think about it, it's like you're paying for the food the price that you would pay for it if you went to the restaurant, right?
Right.
So you're paying for that. But then DoorDash has to make their cut.
Yeah.
And then they also have to give the delivery guy a certain cut. So DoorDash, you know, I think when I order something, let's say a $15 meal, right?
Yeah.
DoorDash charges you like $6 on top of that. So a certain percentage of that $6 goes to the driver, and then a certain percentage of it goes to DoorDash.
Yeah.
But I have no idea how much money's going to the driver. So then I give the driver like a $2 tip.
I think it's like
$3 tip.
Bare minimum, because I used to DoorDash. Bare minimum, you can receive on an order is $4 from DoorDash.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sweet. Tanner's been doing Spark.
Oh, okay.
Like for Walmart, like Walmart delivery and everything. He's been doing that recently.
That's
and
cool.
like he's been killing it because all you're doing is going and like picking stuff up and you're just shopping for people or just pulling up there. They put in your car. But
dude, I tip
good
on groceries too. I bet he makes good money doing that.
Yeah.
And it all depends. Because I mean, he got sent out to the lake because like where we're at, there's like 3 different towns that make up about 30,000 people realistically.
Yeah.
But it's all like 15 miles apart. And then you have the lake out there, and there's a lot of people that live out by the lake because it's like the Lake Meredith. It's a huge natural reservoir they made, whatever, not natural. A lot of people live out there in the canyons and all, and like, so if you have to go out there and it's all these back roads and you're just driving down, you can spend hours doing it. But once you figure out, like the Walmart part's not the hard one, you know, it's more just like finding your way around the town. So once you figure that out, people start tipping you because they start seeing you more. And once they realize like you're not a crackhead, that's a big thing. Like, this guy doesn't steal my groceries. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I think that's a good thing about where we're at because we're in a small town. So it's like you can be known as the Wendy's worker /
And you know, one thing because I live in an area that is kind of like outside of Phoenix, a bit north, and so when I'm doing DoorDash or when I was doing DoorDash, dude, I must have been like one of maybe like a few people who were even doing it around my neighborhood because like I was just constantly getting hits like all the time. So I would like rack up like $200-$250 in a day, like a full day.
That's not bad.
No, yeah, it's pretty good. You're really working for that money.
Yeah.
It's a hustle thing, right? Because like I mean, you're strictly going off of like offers and stuff.
Yeah,
so I feel like it's kind of one of those things.
Sometimes I'll like I'll get DoorDash, and you know they'll show you like your dasher that's coming with your food, and you can like kind of go to his profile, and then his profile has like his rating, but it also says how many orders he's delivered.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll see a guy, it's like he's delivered like 10,000 orders. In my head, I'm like, damn, that's a fucking shitload of orders. Then when you think about it, it's like if he's only making like $3 on an order, that guy's only made like 30 grand. And who knows how fucking long he's been doing it.
And if you're not doing it in a place like New York or LA where it's like maybe you don't need a car, dude, today doing DoorDash, I couldn't even imagine it. Because when I was doing it, it was like $2, maybe a little less gas. Mm-hmm. And now it's like $5 gas in Phoenix. And it's like, geez, I couldn't even imagine.
Well, almost every guy out here door dashing in New York City is using an electric bike. It's very rare when you can get a
conversion kit. Super cheap now. It's like $150 and get a whole bicycle conversion kit with a 2-stroke engine.
Oh, that's cool.
That's what you need to do, Drew. Get on this, dude, and rip it. I'm motherfucking. Can you imagine getting a mongoose with a gas power on it and just ripping the streets of Manhattan in that?
I live on the 5th floor of a walk up, and there's nowhere to put my bike downstairs, so I'm not getting a bike.
That's why you just pay the neighborhood kids.
One of my like coworkers is always like, "Why don't you just get a bike?" And I'm like, "Dude, I'm not getting one." Shut the hell up.
Oh yeah, so I can move more.
Yeah. Two, it's like I'm not getting a fucking bike. Wait, you own like the fucking bike store? What's up with you guys making a bike all the time?
He's like, now that you mention it.
But it's crazy, man. I tip my hat to all door dashers because I'm like, I don't know how you haven't blown your brains out already. It's
a weird one. And especially, dude, you know what pisses me off is when they have like it's an apartment, but it's like the top floor. I'm like, y'all really want me to fucking walk up all these fucking steps with your shit? And I was 450 pounds or something.
Yeah.
I was like a big boy. I mean, I'm big now, but I was a much bigger boy then. And it was like, damn, dude. man. Yeah.
I am very kind in the regard that I don't make them come up the stairs. I go down the stairs to meet them,
nice.
and then I take it
That's
from
appreciated.
them.
Exactly. You got to treat it like a Tinder girl. Like you got to walk up to the door and at least meet them.
Yeah.
You know,
dude, there have been some sketchy ones though, where I just was like, I was just waiting outside of it was like a bad neighborhood, and I was just waiting outside the door, and I would just hear loud rap music. I was like,
you're like, all right, I got a good feeling about
this. Yeah, guys.
And it was like one of those things. It was like a handoff, and I was just like, he's not coming to the door, so I just left with the fucking food. But I stayed there for a few minutes.
Yeah,
but still, I was like, I hope he doesn't open the door.
It's like in reality, he's on the other side of the door, being like, "Why won't he fucking leave?"
Yeah.
Like, man, this motherfucker out here just standing in my driveway and shit. Why don't he fucking get out of here? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I forgot I ordered a Frosty.
Yeah, man, I did work at Wendy's, or not Wendy's, DQ one time, Dairy Queen. So they do the Frosties, right? And the one thing is, they do the Blizzards. I worked there for like 3 days in college, and they're supposed to dip them like that, right? And show you like, hey, yeah, but I didn't know how to do it. And I was too high at that job. I was just like, because I feel like there's certain jobs you need to smoke weed to work at.
Sure,
like kitchen work is one of those jobs. Like I pay way more attention to detail on dishes, you know? But when I did it, I'm flipping this cup and I'm just like, hell yeah, dude. And then I just throw a milkshake like one after another, dude. Then 3 of them. And they're just like, hey, go back to the dish bit. And then I'm like hanging out with an Indian kid who had transferred to West Texas A&M, which is like an agriculture school. And he's just like, you will go to school later? Hey, nice. Just like, all right, dude. It's always been a weird experience. Kitchen work is one of these jobs where I feel like DoorDash, like the difference between working in a like actual place for 8 hours straight and just having one job you do compared to like actually driving around like hustling, DoorDashing and stuff.
Yeah.
I feel like it's so much like your money, I feel like is easier made because you feel like you're not working. You're just kind of driving around.
Yeah, no, that's, honestly, that's the thing that's really appealing about jobs like this. Security it was kind of like this for me, and like caregiving is kind of like this for me now, where it's like you technically have a boss, but you're not really like reporting to them ever. They're never in your ear. You're just kind of going to the job, doing your thing, going home.
I don't know. I worked in customer service when I was in college. I was a barista at the coffee shop, and then eventually I ended up working at like a pizza place / bar. Yeah. Where when I first started working there, I was like the guy who cooked the pizzas in the oven. It was like a firewood oven thing. Yeah, and then I eventually graduated and became the bartender. But I'm so fucking bad with customers. Like I don't give a shit about customers or complaints. I would cook a guy's pizza, and then like a guy would come up to me and be like, "Hey, my pizza's burnt," and I'd be like, "Shut the fuck up, faggot." You know what I mean? I just like
the fuck out of here.
I would just I don't know how I never got fired.
I might tip you more. This guy just said, "Shut the fuck up, faggot." I told him about the
That's
pizza.
what you need, though. You need that energy in those type of jobs. Like I worked at Texas Roadhouse for like 5 years, dude.
I don't know how I never got fired from these jobs.
So
I would just treat customers so badly. Like I'd be like, I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit about any of the things they're telling me right now.
You're like, I'm working with a little retarded bitch right now. I don't care about you, sir. I just got it out fast. Okay, that's all I care about.
I remember when I was working at the coffee shop, like we do like all your run of the mill coffee drinks, but then they would also make like frappuccinos. And you would get people like come in with like the craziest fucking orders on their frappuccino. Like they're not. It's not even a coffee drink at that point. You're just coming in the morning. You're getting like a milkshake.
Yeah, they start supplying things for you to put in it,
and they just wonder why they're fat.
I remember one time.
It's always the hot chicks.
One time, this lady came in and she wanted to get a frappuccino made, and she was just like adding all these ingredients. She's like, "Okay, I want caramel in it. I want chocolate in it. I want a banana in it."
Yeah,
and like I don't know, some other stupid shit. And I remember being so flabbergasted at her order. I was like, I told her, I was like, all right, well, this is nuts, but okay, sure, I'll make it for you. I'll make this insane.
Honestly, there needs to be like one person at every Starbucks who's hired who agrees that will be their response to things like that, just so it conditions people to like stop doing shit.
Yeah, like that. It's like, all right. I mean, this is gonna cost.
All right,
this
you
is
want to look like an asshole.
This is gonna cost you $10 and take off like months of your life. But all right, whatever, dumbass.
Yeah,
I think we should go back into just like actually trolling, like actually bullying people.
Yeah,
like
it does work.
That's what we need. I mean, I grew up with 4 brothers, and I'm a fucking cool ass guy.
I mean, it's bullying is an essential part of
culture. Culture.
Growing up, our culture, people do need to be bullied.
Yeah,
and
because it puts you in these parameters of like, don't be a fucking weirdo. Don't pull your dick out.
I hate to be that chud, but the thing is that we shouldn't be trying to protect people from being bullied. We should try to build up people's self-esteem and fortitude to where no amount of bullying even affects them. I mean, look at me, I constantly have guys in my DMs calling me a fag and, being like, yo, you should fucking, you should fucking kill yourself.
Yep.
All their names are Miguel Silva.
But they're all burner accounts.
Yeah. It's just Miguel constantly. But no, it's like all right, you gotta, what I mean. It's like working out. It sucks at the time, but you build up a fortitude. You build up a resistance to,
like, a roast joke, a bully joke actually shows a lot of truth sometimes. You gotta listen to it.
For sure.
Yeah,
you gotta, people.
When you're able to hit your like biggest character defects, there's something good about that.
Exactly, yeah, well, it's like people can see things in you that you can't see in yourself.
Yes,
you know what I mean. And
you got the blockers up. Yeah,
you're never going to address those things until somebody points it out to you.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So like when Miguel messages me and he's like, "You're being a fucking faggot."
You have to examine. Am I being a faggot?
I examined that. I was like, I was unaware that I was acting like.
Yeah. And usually, of course, Miguel is always speaking from the heart when he says that. At that moment.
Yeah. So I look at the situation. I was like, all right, well, maybe he has a point here.
Yeah.
And I go and I remedy that so that I can move forward.
And then you're like, thank you, Miguel, for pointing out this transgression of mine. Then you guys move forward.
I actually don't thank him. I say fuck you, retard. And then but then I take what he says secretly into consideration, and then
but you know what's nice. You know what's nice about that is like he reads, fuck you, retard, and he's just like, was I being retarded?
Yeah. We're both
saying that to Drew.
Yeah. Dude, I need
just read it as completely personal.
I need to get some new sunglasses. I want to get like the clip-on Morpheus glasses.
Yeah, those always pissed me off because I was just like, how are they staying on your face, and is it comfortable? It doesn't look comfortable.
Yeah, it doesn't look comfortable. It looks like if you move your face too quick, it's just going to fly off.
It's almost like an uncanny valley thing too. You're like, are those sunglasses?
Yeah.
What is this? What am I looking at?
Yeah.
But anyway,
I mean, you could get the green screen glasses. Like, remember the rave glasses where you just like write messages across them?
Like it's like those like little
it's strictly just your merch
streamer or whatever.
Yeah.
It's just your merch constantly.
Mine's gonna say like 100% truecel.
Hell yeah.
Fuck all fake cells.
That's so funny.
There is something we have to address is that we hate fake cells around here.
Of course.
I mean, I try to be very inclusive about, the chat and who watches this show, but unfortunately, if you're a fake cell,
get the fuck out of here.
Get the fuck out of here. Get out of here.
Get out of here, you fucking queer bait.
And also, Sweeze is now a fake cell, so
that's true. I mean, until he remedies that, which he can.
It's been an ongoing joke this whole time, guys, that I have actually been T-Sweezed this whole time for years. And Swizzle doesn't even exist.
Well, we used to say that you didn't exist, and then that Sweeze was just making you up.
That's right.
It's believable, right?
Yeah. and I also had a joke where like Sweeze would always make you seem like this like fuck up drunk.
Yeah.
And I would be like, wait, hold on. Yeah, what's going on?
What's going
on?
Dumb,
but Sweeze would always make you seem like this fuck up drunk. And then I had this joke where I'm like, what if Swizzle's actually like very highly educated? He has like a master's.
I did a year of grad school actually.
Yeah, you see, I wasn't too far off.
Yeah,
and I was like the reason
I have 2 bachelor degrees.
He's doing this podcast with Sweeze to kind of like help out his brother.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't know. In your head, you're like a dignified gentleman, and then Sweeze is just like, you know, trying
degenerate
to besmirch your name.
No, actually, I mean, it's not far off from like reality. You know, I mean, there's a lot of truth based in stuff.
Okay, so do you read Sweeze's tweets that are about you?
No, I haven't. Honestly, I just tweet to the void. I don't even
know.
I go through, I look at videos, and I just kind of like put my own thoughts on it. I'm like, hey, fuck it.
At least like once.
I had a good joke about a medium rare pussy though. That's pretty good.
There's at least like once a month where I assume that you and Sweeze are back at the house and you're like throwing back the beers. And then Sweeze will be like on Twitter at like 3 a.m. and he'll say something to the effect of like, well, Swizzle just tried to kill me. I literally almost lost my life. He's like Sweeze and Swizzle's off. You know, we're not going to be making content.
He does make it sound like you guys like needed the cops called at one point, but everything kind of cooled off.
No, have you guys never learned anything about it? You never fucking call the cops. What do you guys do?
Oh, that's true.
Come on, what do you do? No,
yeah, you're
right, brothers,
dude.
That's what you do. You wrestle that shit out sometimes. Sometimes you got to take out the aggression from the other people that you can't take it out on work. You got to take it out on each other. And then, you know, you drink too many Lone Stars because we're in the great state of Texas. And before you know it, it's 5 a.m. and you're like, why aren't you paying attention to me?
Dude, they got Lone Star at this bar I like to go to near my apartment, and that shit's like 2.5%. I was like, what the fuck's?
I was like, it's a light beer.
I thought, is it the red or the blue? Because I think the red is 5.2.
Yeah, this isn't that one. This is like 2%. And I guess guys love it because they can have like 20 and then be good.
Right.
Yeah.
Which
when I start,
it's a real Drew Huntley beer.
Yeah, it's Drew Huntley would really love this beer.
I feel Drew's a Busch Light guy.
He drinks Coors Light.
Drew likes to run marathons, but it's just drinking beer.
Yeah.
When I was in college, Lone Star was always the like shot in a beer.
Yeah.
There's always sort of like a combo. You know, you get a tall boy Lone Star and a shot of whiskey for like $5.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wish I could get that deal now. That would be fucking awesome. A beer and a shot for $5.
You can get a 12-pack for, I think, where I'm at right now, you can get a 12-pack of Lone Star for $8.
That ain't bad.
That's not bad.
Dude,
I mean, but I'm in the white trash
12-pack of Coke Zero.
Dude, in Manhattan, in Manhattan,
got myself a Coke Zero right here.
There's some places here that do a beer and a shot, and at a minimum, you're paying $10 for a beer.
No, you got Old Man Hustle, dude.
Old Man Hustle doesn't exist anymore.
We just talked about it. That's funny.
Yeah, I don't know about the one in Lower East Side, but the one in Manhattan doesn't exist anymore. And
Lower East Side is Manhattan.
Or not? I'm sorry, not Manhattan. Williamsburg.
The one on the Lower East Side always had a shot and a beer combo that was like $5 or $6.
That's crazy. Well,
but that building, like that space, is like really tiny. So I guess their rent is comparatively low because that one in Williamsburg, I imagine he was probably paying like tens of thousands of dollars.
Oh yeah, because they had the bar, but then they also had the club.
Yeah, that was like a really expensive. I never understood how he was able to afford. He couldn't afford it. It's out of business.
Yeah. Those shows had maybe 4 people at them each time.
But think about all the memories that happened in that space.
Yeah,
True.
there's a lot of memories. That's where I met Dalton. I was saying it before earlier. I met you at a live show. It's like a Loud Boys live show, I think.
Some guy got divorced right at that bar, same spot that y'all made out at.
Old Man Hustle in Williamsburg closed down, and I didn't know that. And I went over there one day, just randomly wanting to go like have a beer at Old Man Hustle. And I went in, and it had became a sports bar, but a sports bar that only shows female sports.
Oh hell yeah! So a lesbian place, perfect place to pick up lesbians.
Yeah, it was it was like female soccer, Foyd basketball, Foyd soccer,
Chinese ping pong.
Yeah, that's the thing that they're really into in prison too, is like just any women's sports.
Oh, I
remember watching women's taekwondo, and that was pretty tight.
Here's something I've always wondered that I've never seen addressed about prison, Swizzle, is what's the jacking off situation?
Oh, dude, if you're doing it in the shower, obviously, but it depends on where you're at. I'm not gonna lie. So there's different things. This is the reality of the Texas prison system, and a lot of people are not aware of this. They're thinking it's like Oz or stuff like that, where it's like the rows and stuff like that. That only exists in like the old brick red buildings in Texas. So like the old school, like the Huntsville jails, stuff like that. Those are the ones that are going to have like rows. Okay. So the more you get around Dallas and that type of area, it's that. But 90% of the jail population is, imagine this, an airplane hangar that they divide into 4 different sections. They put up 4 walls in the middle of a giant warehouse. Okay. You got 2 showers, 2 toilets, and then all along the room, because it's kind of shaped like a diamond, like all around the room is bunks, and it's like steel bunks, and it's like they're welded, like 1 bunk, 2 bunk, 3 bunk, and it just goes all around the walls, all the way up, and then next to that is the TVs and like benches in the middle. Okay. So that's the reality. A lot of these places are like holding like that, where it's just a bunch of dudes out in the middle of nowhere acting like 8th graders, like making fart jokes and being like it depends on where you go to, because I went to a lot of different units. So I went to I stayed a lot in East Texas, and the big thing out there was going to East Texas to like one of these like warehouse units. Like once you go to one of these, you're just like counted as a number, and you got Africans that are running the place. So it's the African people currently. I'm not saying the African, my African people, my people. They are offering contracts to get their citizenship. So their TDC is hiring them and then paying them a certain living wage and providing housing for them and giving them benefits like go to college or get their degrees or whatever. So these prisons are ran by like people from like certain countries, like Kenya was a big one, and Uganda was a really big one.
What's going? Well, hold on. So you're telling that our American Texas prisons are ran by Ugandans?
Yes, 100%. And or it's like where I'm at now. Like I'm up here, right? So it's ran by like redneck ass white people. It's just country rural people. But when you go down to like Dallas and like Huntsville, if you go into the actual Huntsville units, like the walls units, the historical units, there's roaches everywhere. There's like there's no water, electricity, nothing like this. Complete human rights violations. But then on top of that, you're also getting yelled at by like the most perfect person for a guard position. Because like these people like came from just like war-stricken countries, and they're like all they're used to is like yelling demands, and like they came here and they hate black people. If you're African American and you're in there, they're like, you fuck up, you could be successful, you could be successful. And the number one thing,
you're a prison guard.
No, but all the ladies.
What are you talking about?
In Middleton, their number one comeback is fuck you Section 8 white boy, you Section 8 white boy, fuck you Section 8, you Section 8, you shop at Burlington. That's their only comeback.
You shop at Burlington.
That's their one statement, and they keep it on loop.
I think,
and there's like, hey, fuck you. But then if you pay them like $200, you can fuck them.
Oh,
some of them, or you can buy a cell phone for like, $3,000.
Jesus Christ.
Interesting.
Yeah, they're working you guys in there. That's crazy.
Well, no, they're not at all. It's a bunch of dudes. It's like one TV is dedicated to sports 24/7. The other TV is dedicated strictly to like movie channels usually. But what I found out is the Bloods from Oak Cliff, they really like that down like reality shows, like TLC shows. Yeah, they love those Bravo type shows. So they're really kind of drama. And it's like the gang, the Bloods were especially kind of weird in East Texas.
Sweeze must be huge with those people.
Oh,
just because like everything because everything he says is like drama and like so
exactly.
Yeah, they love Sweeze.
Like, tell another story, Sweeze.
it is funny that like the gangs are just like watching like
Real Housewives.
I Am Jazz.
Yeah. Oh no, there's always
Real
an old black guy who's
Rhode
not
Island.
down with it. If it's anything to do, like I remember Queer Eye used to come on, right? And the Bloods are the reason the Bloods ran the thing is because there's just a lot of them in our pod, in my little warehouse section. There's like 10 of them, right? But the one that was running them, the two guys that were like, they were speakers for the unit apparently. This is like a weird prison culture thing. And it's basically just a bunch of like retarded kids that like didn't grow up after 8th grade and they all just got shitty face tattoos and they're like, I'll fucking fight you, fool. I'm a Blood. But in reality, it's like, you remember that dumbass in 6th grade who like shit his pants? Like you remember that kind of guy you grew up with. That's what a lot of these guys are.
That was
and
me.
It's like, if you're in the gang,
I mean, I shit my pants.
I was constantly shitting my pants. I had two occasions where I shit my pants in public. One was at a Blockbuster video, and I remember I was in the action adventure section. You know,
the mid-90s.
My
That's your section.
That's my section. I was looking for
it was just like lost
action adventure Kino. And I really had to shit. And Blockbuster doesn't have restrooms you can use. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you have to piss or shit and you're in a Blockbuster, you're shit out of luck. No pun intended.
Yeah.
But I really had to shit, and I was like trying to like just like, you know, tighten up my butt cheeks so nothing accidentally.
Yeah, you're clenching, you're flexing.
Yeah, I'm clenching my cheeks, and then like one little like deer dropping shaped turd just fell out, and I was wearing boxers, but I was wearing boxers, but I was also wearing shorts, and it happened to go through like my boxers and and it just like landed on the floor. I landed on the floor, and I kind of like looked around to see if anybody noticed. Nobody noticed, so I just kind of walked away.
See, you're not caked up enough, because if that happened to me, my butt cheeks would have held that dingleberry.
He just would have shit all those back legs.
Yeah,
that would have been the worst case scenario.
My butt cheeks are big enough that and bulbous enough that anything like that, they would have smushed the little turd dropping. And then I just have skid marks on my britches.
You would just have to go wipe.
I do remember
you
one
gotta
time,
get a shower on that. You can't wipe. You gotta shower off.
You
hose it off.
When you do a full shit in your pants, it's kind of, you can't wipe your way out. It's
game over.
I remember there was one time I was probably in like 4th or 5th grade, I think, and I was at my babysitter's house at the time.
Hey,
and it's the funny thing is, it wasn't even like I was relegated to one location, but I was playing like some Mario game on the Game Boy. So I was mobile, but I refused to just move from the place I was. I was so locked into the game. But I felt the shit coming on, and I was holding it.
You just thought it was a fart, though, right? And just hold it in.
No, just eventually, I held it too long, and then a full log came out of my ass and like bulged out of my pants,
dude.
And I had to go tell my babysitter, "Hey, I just poopied."
Wait. How old were you, like 7?
She was so mad. She was just like, "What? You had the Game Boy? You can take the Game Boy with you."
That's true.
It was just like a full turd came out of my butt into my pants.
That's awesome.
And then she refused to ever babysit me again because she told my mom, she said, "My daughter is potty training right now, and that was a bad influence. This is bad. I don't want her seeing that you could just poop your pants."
That's not on Dalton.
It's God-given's right. Traumatize that girl.
It would be so funny if for the rest of her life she just shit her pants whenever.
Yeah, call me shit my pants. She's like, "Oh, you can do this."
And it just never occurred to her before then.
But that was genuinely. I was never allowed over there again. She refused to ever babysit me again because she thought
you're
that
just developing fetishes for her child daughter for the future.
I don't know if it was a fetish. It was just, I guess she thought that if we allow anyone to shit their
this guy's just
going
to shit his pants in the house all the time.
Yeah,
She's
and my daughter
up.
is never going to be properly potty trained. She'll just be shitting her pants.
I had a situation like that where a family friend was babysitting me, and they had a son that was maybe like 2 years younger than me. So I was probably like around 7. Their kid was like 5 years old. And I remember like teaching this kid about the chupacabra. And like just talking about chupacabras and talking about how like there's this animal there's this like monster out there that would suck the blood out of goats, but it also hunts it also hunts humans, and specifically young boys, and that we have to be careful because like you never know when the chupacabra is going to pop up and when it's going to suck your blood. And I guess I freaked out this kid so much that
sounds like you're going to molest him.
No, not at all.
You're like the chupacabra is going to come in at nighttime.
No, it's just a good old
and just suck you, little boy.
We're just bro. I was just being a bro telling scary stories. I
was just traumatizing this child.
I was just a bro telling scary stories. But then he told his mom, and I guess he was so freaked out that she was like, "Yeah, I can't watch Drew anymore because he's like."
He's like pants.
Yeah, he's freaking out our kids and he's shitting his pants.
You can tell scary stories. He said, "Hey, also check this out."
Yeah. When I was telling them about the chupacabra, I accidentally scared myself too much.
Oh yeah,
I shit.
Yeah, a bunch of rabbit turds fell on the floor.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Oh damn.
Have you guys seen like those videos of the old ladies shitting themselves at Walmart?
No, you're watching.
You know what I'm talking about? There's
videos of old ladies shitting themselves.
Yeah, it's not even on Onion. It's strictly on YouTube. I'm back on the Wild West of YouTube. I'm on that Chinese YouTube.
Wait,
I remember like
Swizzle. You're telling me that on YouTube I can go on there right now and find a video of an old woman shitting herself at a Walmart?
I 100% guarantee it.
Okay, I'm gonna look this up later because I'm very interested in.
Yeah, it's one of those like, but then she just kind of runs to the front. It's one of these things though. I never realized that stuff actually happens. Like old people shitting themselves in public is a very common thing.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Oh,
Look,
yeah.
I gotta bring something up because when people say this, it fucking grinds my gears.
I mean, it's true.
Drew Huntley said, "I'm 38 and I still not shit myself."
Drew, 38's not that old. First of all,
well, fuck off.
Sounds like I shit myself this year.
Secondly, Drew, I thought you were like maybe 48.
Oh damn!
And you're over here talking about not having shit yourself. You know who else says this? Black Mark. Black Mark also says that he's never shit himself.
Drew,
I call bullshit.
I'm starting to think that Drew Huntley's a fake cell.
He's a fake cell. And Drew Huntley, unfortunately, I'm gonna have to revoke your truecel status.
Damn, that's crazy, dude. Live on air, that's nuts.
Yeah,
Drew, I worry. Drew, I worry that you're being facetious about this like incel truecel thing because it's like I am a truecel.
No, you're not.
I don't like the sort of flippant. Like, cheeky, mischievous attitude you're having about it. To you, this is all a joke.
It's not.
You're doing some sort of bit.
No,
he's through.
I'm laughing right now and I'm smiling, but that's
I'm sitting back here actually not getting any pussy.
Look. I was laughing a second ago and smiling, but that's because I'm having a good time with my bros.
Of course.
When it comes to actual trueceldom and incel culture, I don't find it a joke at all, actually. I mean, I take this very seriously.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't know. Look. We'll clear the air, and I'll be honest and straightforward.
Drew. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Guys, I'm a fake cell.
No, it's not what we thought.
My heart's broken.
Yeah, it's been something I've been like coming to terms with lately, where it's like, look, in my heart and in my mind, I am a true cell. I have been since the day I was born. But the actual facts that come into play do say that I'm a fake cell, which does pain me, and it hurts me. It hurts. I have to be.
Well, it hurts the movement for one thing.
It hurts the movement, but I'm like Rachel Dolezal. You know what I mean? It's like
You're
okay,
trans true cell.
Yeah, it's like okay, maybe I'm not actually a true cell, but I still support the movement. And I still support my brothers, and you know what I mean. I'll change the texture of my hair and my skin color to really be there in the fight.
That's really cool. You should change your skin color.
I mean, it was never fooling anybody. I mean, you
start tanning more.
You radiate vibrant sexual energy.
I mean, let's not talk about my sexual prowess, but,
which I've heard is considerable.
Damn. Yeah, but I don't know. Look, you can't.
He just wants to support you guys.
You can take away my truecel card, fine, revoke it.
Right.
But you can't take away my chud card.
Put your gun in your badge.
I'm still a chud. I'm still a chud. I'm still a chud through and through. You know what I mean? Like that's my culture.
No, I don't think anyone can take that.
Whoa. Yeah. Is he cutting out, or
is that choppy for anyone else?
Yeah. Okay. I was just making sure it wasn't me.
Yeah, I'm cutting out all the time. I don't know what the fuck's going on.
He's
I'm like catching the end of stories.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. No, Dalton, you're not true. So you've had sex before.
Begrudgingly.
Yeah.
Begrudgingly.
It was begrudgingly for somebody involved.
Yeah.
I've had sex before, but it's always been scary. It's been a scarce, it's been like mostly famine, and I guess some scraps come my way.
Yeah, but
I've never feasted.
Yeah, but it's like one of those situations where it's like don't cry because it's over. Smile because it happened.
You made a memory.
Yeah.
Hold on to it.
Nobody can ever take that away from you.
Exactly.
I'm getting my life. Like I'm just trying to get my life together, and then maybe one day I can be a chud chad like you, Drew. But for now, I'm just a chud incel.
Yeah. Well, that's better than being a chud fake cell. Like I've honestly had to come to terms with. So yeah, I mean, all right, I'm a fake cell. I'm a fake cell, but I'm upset that I'm a fake cell.
Yeah. You can change your ways. You could be a true cell.
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to get back there.
The ladies love Drew too much.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not true, dude. They love me for like maybe a month, and then they realize how autistic and insane I am, and then they're like, all right, well, this is never gonna.
Women are into that shit, dude. They love that. They love that chaotic.
Yeah, they love it. They love it for like a month. Like that's about
90
how
days
long
is usually when like the trueness comes out, though.
Yeah, I made it.
If you don't make it past 90 days, you're probably not going to stay much longer.
I made it my last relationship. I think we made it to 2 months.
That's
and
good.
then I started.
Did you tell her you loved her?
Yeah, actually I did.
Oh man.
And
60 days.
And then I, wasn't taking Comedy Fight Club seriously enough. and I sent everything down the drain.
That's so funny.
That's awesome.
60 days with Drew Flores. Oh, I was thinking about you should make it a bit. I was thinking about your Blockbuster thing. You should turn this into a bit where everybody just moves into a pilgrimage to the last remaining Blockbuster and then shits themselves in the lobby.
Hey,
okay. I mean,
that's a good bit.
That's
Yeah.
good.
It's a Drew Flores.
It's
Just
something
coming
I
out.
can work with.
honestly, I would watch a YouTube video where it was called like shitting in places or something, and like they're
And
just going.
you just
in
gotta wear a
places,
diaper.
No, I'm
standing
gonna.
there taking a shit.
That is sort of like a genre of video I see.
Are you talking about the chicks pissing themselves?
I do. Those are cool. Those are really cool videos.
Those are cool.
No, but there is like a few different accounts I see on Instagram Reels. They're like, "Come take a dump with me at Target." And it's a guy going into like the public restrooms at different places and doing like a full reaction review of like the experience of shitting at different establishments. And they're
good.
They're riveting.
I actually can kind of be into this content. I, on the other hand, am going to become I'm going to be like the woman who pisses herself in public, except instead of pissing myself, I'm going to shit myself.
Yeah.
And I'm going to constantly be wearing like jorts so that when I shit myself,
it just goes immediately through this.
Yeah, it goes it goes through the jorts and then onto, like the
Dude, then you should walk away and be like, "Who the fuck took a shit on the floor?"
The videos of girls pissing themselves are appealing to a more common fetish than you shitting yourself.
Yeah, we'll find out.
But here's the thing, though, someone will pay for it on the internet. Someone will pay somebody to see a video of you doing it.
I can't stand those videos of the girls pissing themselves. I'm like, wait,
jerk off.
No,
there's some Indian guy just being like, oh.
Yeah.
Just it's the Plano, it's like the Frisco Walmart where it's just Indians everywhere paying for ladies just to piss on themselves in the produce section.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, I don't understand that stuff where it's like what how could that possibly, what had to happen for whatever circumstances to get you into that specific fetish? Like, did you get pissed on or
pissing? I don't know. It's just cool. I mean, you like seeing girls squirt, don't you?
I like seeing what?
You like seeing girls squirt, right?
Nah, not necessarily. Nah.
I think it's something like according to scientists, they say like you develop like fetishes as a young kid. So like a lot of people like develop like foot fetishes later on because like they touched their mom's foot as a kid and it's like comforting to them. But then as you get older, those wires cross and basically you flip like what was calming you down as a kid is like that now turns you on. Or some people just get like addicted to it.
I don't think Dalton was like, "Yo, mom, are you pissing yourself right now?"
Yeah, Dalton's just disturbed.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's like, do you have how many tarps? Do you have tarps on demand?
Shit.
See, that's what I was thinking about. What if like Uber Eats starts getting into the kink business, and it's like drive-by pissings? Like you just download the app and like you're like, I'm thinking it's a great idea. Trying to make some money here. Let's do it.
Demand.
Let's just cruise down the street and be like, oh, that guy right there.
All right, check this out. Joe DDD523 said, I was super sick on a weekend and had to go off base to get medicine. I shit myself on the way out of the store, had to drive back to my barracks levitating while I was driving 30 plus years ago. And well,
still scarred, he says.
Oh yeah, still scarred. Well, that happens. I pissed myself during basic training in the Air Force. I was so they had this rule, like, so during basic training, like, you're doing like your marches and shit, but you also go into classes to like learn shit about the military and the Air Force and shit, whatever.
The brainwashing part.
Yeah. So you would go into these classes and they'd be taught by like a very frightening drill instructor. And for whatever reason, like you didn't have to ask, like, if you can be excused to go use the restroom. You just literally had to get up and then kind of like march out of there in a certain way. And I remember I was in this class and I was too much of a pussy to like stand up and like go out and just go take a piss. So I was holding it in and eventually it got to the point where like my kidneys or like bladder started hurting, and I was like, okay, I gotta get up and I gotta go piss. So I got up and I left, and then I went up to like my, like, I guess what you would call barracks. In the Air Force we call them dorms. So I went up to my dorms, and then whenever you leave the dorms, there's always one person that has to stay behind, and they're called an entry controller. And like basically you have to, I forget what you have to say, but you have to say something, and then you have to show them your ID. And I went up, and there was this kid from Guam that hated my guts, and he was the entry controller. And I was like, dude, you just let me in. I gotta fucking piss right now. And he was like, no, dude, we have to go through the protocols like like a fucking asshole.
Like, I'm trying to be a sergeant, okay?
Yeah. So I finally like get through the things, and then I like run over to the restroom. But like I'm maybe 5 feet from the urinal, and then I just could not hold it anymore, and I just full on pissed myself. But not only that, like it felt so relieving that I didn't even go back to the go up to the urinal while I was pissing. I just stood there and pissed myself.
Yeah.
And then I had to change clothes and then go back to the class. It was pretty bad. I felt bad. Yeah. And I'm pretty sure because like there's like a team that does everybody's laundry and shit, and so like someone had to wash my like piss stained uniform. They got so pissed at me on the last day when they were doing everybody's laundry before we left basic training. I found out like maybe months later, but like 2 of the guys pissed on all of my clothes.
That's rude.
Yeah, so I only had like 1 clean uniform, and
did you ever wear any of them?
Those guys just were vibing with you, or they just knew you were into it?
I did have to wear one, unfortunately.
Yeah, that sucks.
It sucked a lot, and it smelled very bad, and it was very off-putting, and didn't, you know what I mean? That was back in my truecel era.
You're trying to go back to that.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to get back to. I'm trying to reclaim that. The military sucked.
Did you feel like Gomer Pyle, or what was it, Officer Pyle? Do you feel like shooting him? That was the right choice?
Nah. My drill instructor was actually a pretty cool guy. His name was Sergeant Towns, and he had a
black guy.
No, it was a white guy, but he was like a white guy, but he was also like a cholo. And it was so funny because he had like this he had this lowrider truck that I saw one time, and then he also had like a big fat wife. It was very funny.
Just very all the stereotypes of actual Mexican guys.
What would you call something like that? Because you have a wigger.
Romantic.
Oh, like a white guy trying to be Mexican.
Like a Wolo.
Yeah, I knew a guy like that. I met a guy like that.
Let's workshop this.
We'll workshop
it. You could call him like a wick.
Yeah.
A Wolo.
Yeah.
A whiteback. You can call him a whiteback. Yeah.
Yeah, that could work.
What else?
Damn.
Yeah, what other? What about like instead of like a beaner? What's more of like a white person thing?
Güero. Just call him Güero. That's
really
what they call the guys in prison that are like white guys that try to be Mexican.
Yeah.
Güero.
Can you throw this up real quick?
Oh yeah.
Is something coming across your desk?
Something has come across my desk.
All right,
let's take a look at this.
Do you want to see some fucking talent?
Oh no. Wow.
Yeah, I'm a multi-talented hat.
Wow.
I kind of get it.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah,
I understand it now. It's kind of
she's making a statement.
I mean, here's the thing: if she's making enough money to like live off of that kind of content,
I had a real sizzle to it.
Good for her. But but if she there was a little sizzle. But if it's
sizzling,
but it's like, if it's like $200 a month, I don't know if I'm
No, it's
pissing
kind of degrading for that.
It's probably funnel, like, getting a lot of views on that, and then funneling, like, the vieurship from that to another place. You know what I mean?
Yeah, buy my merch.
Yeah.
So she has
a bunch of piss princess merch.
Yeah, what is it they call it in sales? Like transform or I can't remember. It was like a sales term, but it's basically like pitching the product and then
we're really not far off from just buying panties, right? I mean, that's a very popular, profitable fetish, right?
I got a tracking number. I'm checking as we speak.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I mainly want to go to Japan just so I can go to the vending machines and buy some used underwear.
Mm-hmm. Or they got fleshlights on the streets over there.
They got fleshlights on the streets.
Yeah, it's kind of like the the dairy farm cows, how they'd like put those little suckers on their nipples. You can just walk in over there and put one of those on you.
Yeah,
sponsored by Auto Blow too.
Well, look, they're
Swizzle podcast.
Swizzle. They're very, culturally.
They're very respectful.
Very respectful.
Are they though?
Yeah.
Japan is all about respect. Yeah, it's
what about the rape of Nat King?
Swizzle brings up a good point. How respectful could a culture be that has vending machines with panties?
Well, it's so instead of stealing them, you can just go.
You know what? I think it's a very passive aggressive, because it's like they're scared of the white people because they bombed them. So it's kind of like generational trauma of being like, hey, let's be fake nice to these guys. But in reality, that radiation kind of fucked with our heads a little bit. We're over here drinking tea.
Oh yeah,
8 a.m. We're sucking out titty milk.
So check this out. You weren't here for this, but apparently Sweeze and Swizzle have recorded numerous podcasts,
dude.
And they're just hoarding them. They just refusing to release them.
It's the season's gonna drop. We're putting out projects instead of
you can't force creativity. You can't force.
It's like
if they feel it's not the right time or it doesn't suit them.
Well, I think it's a Netflix system where it's like this whole season all at once.
Oh, they're gonna drop like so you can binge watch or binge.
Yeah, exactly. That's the whole The Sweezes Swizzle is official.
I guess no one's really tried that in podcasting before. Dropped like 10 2-hour episodes all at once.
Yeah, and they're all just riffing podcasts.
Yeah, that might work. That might be a good model.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we already have so we have the merch set up. We got t-shirts available. Actually, we don't. Not yet. We have ideas for t-shirts. We got merch. Okay. We got all this. We've done all the groundwork.
Shirts.
Yeah,
work your way to
start with the merch.
Oh no, we've started off on a way better profitable deal. So what we are doing currently is you can buy a 4-pack of Texas Panhandle premium beef jerky, all made here. A 4-pack. You can't get that in New York. You can't get that in Dallas. So then you pay us $28. We ship it out for $35.
So wait a minute.
Wait. So what your plan is you're selling other people's beef jerky.
You're white labeling beef jerky.
Yeah. No. It's a partnership because I paid for them to sponsor me, right? So then I get to use them and say like, hey.
Okay. So you're hiring essentially jerky makers to make beef jerky, right?
No, because that goes into too many things. I'm just gonna go to the store and buy like 4 local beef jerky.
You're gonna white label it. You're gonna white label the beef jerky. Okay.
Yes,
that's what I was wondering.
And then on top of that, we straight up will slide in the Sweeze and Swizzle. Like you can get stained glass from us. I make stained glass.
It'd be like if I bought like 1,000 cases of Coke Zero and was like, "Here's Troy Cola."
Your guys' merch is gonna be like Hanes black T-shirts.
Like bubbles from the wire.
Well, I mean, we some of our merch is like personally tie-dyed. So
that's cool. Actually, that is tight.
We go to Walmart, we'll just buy a bunch of black shirts, and then we'll wear them for a couple of days. And then when they start smelling like us, we just like spray them and bleach a little bit. Then we ship that out to you, so you get a personal gift from the Sweeze and Swizzle podcast.
There's a lot of ladies on the internet that I think have had success with selling like worn clothes.
Man, that's. Have you thought about that? Have you ever had a girl to be like, "Hey, let me smell your shirt"?
Yeah, it's an untapped market to sell, like, as guys to sell worn like shirts with
but it's only going to be gay dudes buying it. Let's face facts
on them.
Yeah,
right.
It's going to go to some small Latino twink jerking off in New Jersey.
Sure.
I already know it. But hey, Sweeze and Swizzle, he's jerking off in Sweeze and Swizzle shirt.
Yeah, jerking off and then eating Sweeze and Swizzle beef jerky. Well, there you go.
I think there was a shitty meat box that Lewis was hawking.
Yeah, her name was Natalie.
That's so funny.
These are just jokes.
Yeah. I do. It's like, as much as
I am a fan. Body Brain Coffee.
As much as I won't give Lewis money for anything, I do admire his like proclivity to, like scamming his fan base. Which,
his gumption.
Shit. Yeah.
See, we were thinking about trying to get sponsored by Grindr, right?
Yeah.
It's because that app is just filled with lonely dudes just looking for some acceptance.
Those guys don't seem lonely at all.
So we're just gonna promote to those guys. So if you come to the show, you're gonna be like, "Oh, man, we know how you guys got here." It's an ongoing joke. We only post on this gay site, so you guys are all gay.
If any of these New York City open micers had
Pride Month.
had any gumption, what they would do was, "Oh, you're having problems selling tickets at your show? You get on Grindr, you tell a bunch of guys on Grindr to meet you at the comedy club," except they don't know that it's a comedy club, really. They think they're just going to some dude's house to fuck him in the ass. But they show up to a show, you make them buy a ticket and stuff.
Exactly. A gay open micer, I mean, I would still have anonymous gay sex with these people.
Yeah.
Then also they would come to my show.
You have to.
You gotta realize, like,
you have to have anonymous gay sex.
You gotta hold up your end of the bargain.
Think about it. Back in the day, like our grandpas and stuff, they had to actually do real gay shit just to get blown. They had to like join the Freemasons and like do little rituals,
true.
and then jerk each other off.
You got,
and then sometimes they would buy some whores.
To get your dick sucked.
Yeah, but you had to actually do real gay stuff, like joining a club and dancing, and like not telling anybody about it, unless they respect.
Gayer than dancing.
I don't know. I think our grandparents just like were closeted for a very long time. Like they pushed all the gay shit down. Now it's like, I mean, there's like, third graders that are out and proud.
Oh shit! Something just came across my desk.
What's up?
I've made it to Japanese Twitter.
Oh hell yeah, dude! I've been trying to break in so fucking bad. They do not.
I saw that earlier.
They do not care about me at all.
Damn, dude.
I just
about Asians hating Mexicans.
I inadvertently made it to Japanese Twitter because I posted something that was like, I didn't even seem that remarkable to me, but it was just a post about jacking off, like during jacking and then after jacking off.
Yeah.
And then on Japanese Twitter, an account, I can't read this shit because it's in Japanese, but
just a bunch of swish marks.
I don't know who his name is, but it's when I hit translate, he says they call it sage mode, but the feeling is stronger that I've finally become human after being liberated from the shackles of desire.
It's so funny. It's so funny how like all Japanese stuff just sounds like a poem.
Yeah. It's like they're in a haiku constantly.
Yeah.
That's really exciting though to make my way to Japanese Twitter. Then
like
somebody in Japan noticed it.
Like earlier today, I saw a post from Hideo Kojima where it was a picture of him in shorts, and then the caption just said, "Yesterday I wore short pants."
Friend of the show.
And I was like, how does he fucking do it? He's constantly just being a genius.
Dude, one of the funniest things in the world is when that one French made RPG won Game of the Year, and they like cut the camera to him. He's like,
Oh yeah, he was like disgusted. I was
Expedition 33.
Yeah.
I was pissed for him too because Death Stranding 2's amazing. There's like a guy with a guitar and he shoots the guitar at people.
It's a guitar guy.
Yeah,
his name in the game is Guitar Man.
I love Kojima's names for people in game. Die Hard Man.
I was trying to because Robbie had posted something about how Ian Carroll is Liquid Mullen, and then I was trying to find the guy from Part 2, the one that the one that looks like Stav. And it was too on the nose for me to actually say the character's name because his name in the game is just Fat Man.
That's right.
I was like, it feels like hacky to be like, and Stav is Fat Man.
That is the perfect picture, though.
Yeah, it was just like, that is the Kojima.
Like you can hear Stav's laugh if you look at that picture.
Yeah, but that is the Kojima naming convention. Is just like, what's this guy's deal?
Bad Man.
Yeah.
Shit, man.
It works. I mean, I honestly,
he's the GOAT.
I've never finished a single Kojima game. I mean, when I was a kid, I played Metal Gear Solid 2, and it was too hard at one point.
Yeah.
And then as an adult, I played Death Stranding, and I said, I'm actually pretty bored.
That's the first one.
Yeah, I've had people explain them to me, and they sound like really compelling if they were movies.
They're actually making it into a movie, I think. A movie or like a mini series, I forget which one.
He strikes me as somebody who really wants to be a filmmaker who is cursed that what he's good at, I guess, is making video games.
He's like the master of video games, but he hates that.
I did finish playing PT because you could.
Oh, that's right, dude. That was scary. That was a scary.
That was the scariest shit ever. That was actually like genuinely terrifying.
I was so excited when they said that was like a precursor to like this big game they were making.
It was supposed to be Silent Hills.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Kojima was going to make the Silent Hill game.
Yeah.
The next one, but then he had a falling out with Konami.
Yeah.
But I mean, crazy. At the end of PT, it cuts to like Norman Reedus as a character that's going to be in the game. But then I guess he ended up just using that technology to do Death Stranding.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Norman Reedus technology.
Yeah, Death Stranding's funny because it's like one of the game mechanics is that like you have to stay balanced while walking.
Oh,
with a bunch of fucking shit that you're carrying.
Yeah, that's I mean insane. You're carrying a bunch of shit, but it's like all right. Even if I was carrying all this shit, I wouldn't.
Yeah, I wouldn't be focusing constantly on balance.
Be constantly like falling over at any moment.
Have maybe every once in a while. Bunch of shit across terrains.
I've never carried. Well, actually, I did.
Drew was in the army once.
In the military,
he was in the Air Force. I mean, yeah, you did have to carry like a rucksack, but I'm talking like a tower of boxes on your back.
Look, I'm not saying.
Wouldn't it be more fun as
we lost Swizzle?
We lost Swizzle.
Out.
He checked out, dude. He was sick of hearing this shit.
He was like, "Fuck Kojima."
But wouldn't it be cooler if it's like, they just kind of every once in a while throw out, "Hey, you got to rebalance" or something? It's not like constant.
It's pretty. You're constantly trying.
You gotta click the L and R buttons like. You have to like. It's like Tony Hawk's Pro Skater. Like you're
grinding the whole time.
The thrill of it.
Yeah.
Damn, did I run Swizzle off? I can leave.
No. I mean, we got. Well, let's go for a little bit more and get out of here because I got.
Yeah, you guys have already been going almost 3 hours.
Yeah. No.
The reason I wasn't here for this at the beginning. Somebody had reached out to me like a couple weeks ago, wanting me to do his show. And then tonight was the night for that.
Oh, okay.
But it wasn't like a lie. It wasn't countering this show. It was a recording. So you're good.
We're good. Yeah, I appreciate you being here.
What was
appreciate both of you being here.
Yeah, for sure, dude. Yeah, this is cool. What was the podcast that you did?
I don't know. It looks like it's called the Ain't Shit Show, but then his Twitter account, his Twitter account links to a YouTube channel called Homie Vulgaris. I don't know exactly like what the show is, but when he posts it on Twitter, I'll share it.
Yeah.
He said, because he told me he's not like as active on YouTube. He primarily does like the audio feed.
Okay.
Which is there's a big listener base on audio. I'm making sure to maintain the whole audio feed now, because there's a lot of, especially internationally, dude. I'm big in Vietnam.
Swizzle was just telling us that Swizzle's huge in South Korea.
Yeah. Apparently, they have a lot of South Korean fans.
Yeah. It's pretty cool. Like the kind of reach you can have nowadays. Just recording dumb conversations on the internet.
I was laughing to myself thinking about like a Korean guy eating some like beef bulgogi while he catches up on Sweezes and Swizzle.
He's like, shout out to Sumo Dog.
Sumo Dog.
Perhaps a bim bim bop.
Yeah. Damn, dude, that's cool. You're big in Vietnam. I feel like I don't have enough like data on the show yet, because like it doesn't even give me those stats for anything yet.
How many subscribers do you have?
It's not a lot, like 31.
Yeah, you're not even close to being monetized.
Yeah, I know. It's I've been trying to figure out ways to
You can do it. You can do it without fucking YouTube.
I make a living doing this shit.
Yeah, no, I know, dude. I'm jealous.
Dalton,
I'm trying to follow your lead here.
Dalton, you should double dip.
Dude.
You should double dip and put a link to a place outside of YouTube so you can get all of the money you get. So some people can give you super chats through YouTube, but if you don't want YouTube to get any money, you can click on this link and they can still give you money and all of it goes to you.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that for the next stream. I'm gonna do the buy me a coffee or whatever it's called.
Oh yeah. I mean, ideally though, the super chats are pretty sick, but it would be. It seems like what the goal would be is to get to a place where you transcend donations and then you're making money, like
just
I guess selling Manscaped.
Yeah.
I don't know how any of it works.
You weren't here for Swizzle explaining how Sweezes and Swizzle have sponsors now.
Oh, they do.
Oh yeah,
they do
have sponsors.
So they found a crackhead on Facebook Marketplace who needed to send a message to his neighbors, and for $7, they decided to say that on their podcast that they didn't air on television.
No, he said it on this podcast.
Oh, that's true.
I worry that with the Sweezes and Swizzle podcast that there may be a bit of putting the cart in front of the ox with some of the decisions they're making and some of the things they're doing, that they have not released any episodes,
but
and yet they're working on merch and advertising.
Yeah,
you're forgetting
they're working on a beef jerky.
They're white labeling, dude. They're illegally white labeling a beef jerky. It's so funny.
Hey, it's better to ask for forgiveness than permission. I mean, that's what all those Kool-Aid pineapples are fucking illegal white label operations.
Oh yeah.
Guys going to getting jars of pineapples at Sam's Club, and then
I loved how he was trying to intellectualize it. He was like, "Well, no, actually, it's a sponsorship because see what we're doing is we're buying the beef jerky and then we're reselling it
as your own." Like that's crazy.
That ruled. Swizzle actually ruled. Shout out
Swizzle does rule.
Swizzle's awesome.
Shout out Swizzle. Follow him on Twitter. I think his Twitter's like
he just abruptly left though.
Yeah, I don't know what that was. It was kind of mysterious and badass stuff.
Yeah, it's kind of cool.
You know
yeah.
You just reminded me something though. Something came across my desk.
Oh shit.
Talking about beef jerky, you reminded me of all the things you can buy at gas stations. Have you seen the new Gatorade that's out?
No.
It's called Gatorade Mashups.
Oh,
they have two different ones. The one I bought, so it's like this Gatorade where they're combining two of their like legendary flavors, is what it says.
How could it miss?
So I bought one that was yellow and orange together.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Orange lemon, that could be all right.
Lemon, lime, orange, and then they have another one that's like, I think like glacier freeze and cherry something.
Oh, Dalton, you know what'd be good? You get the cucumber lime one, and then you mix that with Arctic.
That might be good. Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds good, actually.
I guess there was nothing stopping us this entire time from just doing this.
I think I used to do that all the time, actually.
That does, dude. A Gatorade suicide sounds pretty cool.
Yeah. And you're hydrating.
Swizzle in the private chat at 848 said BRB.
It's a BRB.
All right. Well,
we got to keep going.
Yeah.
Well, you guys want to talk more about Gatorade? Because the lime cucumber, the limon pepino, still is like nothing beats it. That's the best one.
Wait, which flavor?
It's like a seafoam green.
Oh, okay.
And it's called limon pepino, and it's a cucumber lime.
See, I've always been an Arctic glacier or blue, whatever the fuck it's called.
I love blue.
I love the blue, but I also love the classic lemon lime.
Yeah, the lemon lime is
a good one. It's refreshing.
Blue, but blue stuff is always good.
Blue's always good.
We love blue.
The Arctic has always been my favorite. Is Arctic Powerade?
I don't know.
Gatorade has Glacier Freeze.
That's right.
That's right. That's a good one.
I think there's another one called Arctic Blast, but that might be the white one.
Yeah.
I think you're right about that.
There's like a cum-colored Gatorade. Arctic something.
Dude, do you guys remember Sobe Pina Coladas?
Oh,
yeah, dude.
That was another one that was basically
the world you were born into no longer exists.
Damn, dude. I miss Sobe so much.
Yeah, I used to buy those all the time.
How did that go out of business? I felt like everybody was drinking Sobe.
They just were too early because they were like the first one of those of whatever the hell
cool guy drinks.
But then that whole market ended up exploding where you have like vitamin water and what's the Paul Brothers Prime.
I used to think vitamin water was like somewhat healthy for you. Then you look at the back of it, and it's got like 50 grams of sugar or some shit. And you're like,
I used to think Gatorade was healthy. When I was a kid, I just thought like, because this is like what they pour on to coaches at football games. Yeah. It's like it's probably healthy.
Well, it's like even like the juice you get at like a gas station or a bodega it's not. It's like concentrate 1, and then 2. It's like you might as well be drinking a soda.
Yeah,
I mean this apple juice isn't going to do it.
I feel like a Gatorade is a better option than those juices.
Yeah, probably.
Possibly.
Like if it's between juice and Gatorade, the Gatorade might be at least just. Because there's like a plausible deniability with Gatorade because it has electrolytes in it.
At least, at least with like Gatorade, they're chemically putting the things in there, right? But like with like orange juice, they heat up those like big valves that they have the orange juice in so hot that it destroys the vitamin C content completely. So you're not drinking shit. You're not having like anything that's healthy.
No, but then you just add the vitamin C back into it.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm frozen. Give me 1 second.
No problem.
Yeah, dude, my internet's been shit today. I should have just done this from my phone.
Yeah, supposedly, like orange juice isn't good for you at all.
Yeah,
like supposedly orange juice is like actually terrible for you. Yeah. It doesn't provide you with any kind of like vitamins or anything.
Yeah, and dude, like cow milk is like I started thinking about this. Like that shit is specifically to make cows fat.
Yeah, well, that's
and
why.
You're just like we're drinking it all the time. Well, or like we were.
No, it's like all the stuff that makes cows fat and like bulk up. They take that out of the milk. So when they're like pasteurizing it or whatever.
Pasteurization.
Okay. I just caught the end of that.
I don't know if that's true.
All right.
But supposedly, if you drink like raw milk. You don't even have to eat meals. Like the raw milk,
it has all the nutrients.
Yeah, it has like
it's basically a soylent.
Yeah. I mean, when you think about it, it's like it makes a baby cow into like like a 600 pound.
I'm trying to wean off the dairy myself. I just bought a carton of coconut milk.
Dude, I'm about to enter what they call the Apostles Fast. And it's 40 days of like no meat, no dairy, no eggs, no fucking wine, no oils.
Wait, what's happening? Are you like becoming like a priest or something?
No, I'm just
joining like Heaven's Gate.
No, I'm just joining. It's just Orthodox Christianity. It's like the thing that the Catholics schismed away from. Kind of thing.
I don't know. Like Orthodox Christianity kind of seems just like Christian Judaism.
I mean, it's a lot like the Catholic faith, except we don't agree with the Vatican incorporations that were added later after the schism, and there's some doctrinal things that we don't agree with, including like Muslims praying to the same God as us and things like that. If Vatican II didn't exist, I probably would have become a Catholic. Probably.
If Vatican what too?
Vatican II didn't exist, I probably would have. Been a Vatican. Yeah, there was. Yeah, in the 60s, and it sucked.
Wow.
But anyway, that's enough. The theological corner's done.
Damn. Yeah, I just I'm trying. Yeah, I got to get off of like all the bad stuff. So
that's kind of what I'm working on right now.
Some coconut milk and bananas and frozen fruit, and it's like smoothies.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Coconut water, like I started putting that in the Forever Lime Perrier waters. It's actually pretty good.
Yeah, I love coconut water, but I can't do it with the pulp, like the little chunks of.
I like the one that says some pulp.
Some pulp.
Throws phone.
Coconut water is a different thing though, because coconut water is pretty good. Coconut milk is actually. It sucks.
Yeah.
It's like the healthiest of the milk alternatives.
It literally tastes like a diet milk.
Yeah, but if you're making a smoothie, it's probably your best option because like the bananas and the fruit and all that shit are gonna negate the flavor. So the milk is just providing your liquid base.
Yeah.
Because if like making a smoothie with just whole milk kind of defeats the purpose of it being like in any way healthy.
Yeah.
Wait, is like whole milk bad for you?
It's just got
I don't know if it's bad for you, but when you mix it with a banana and a bunch of frozen fruit, it's probably like
the problem with
sugar
like
at that point.
The problem with like almost any milk, even whole milk, is that like they still add bunches of sugar. So like if you get whole milk, you're now getting a mixture of sugar and fat. And when you get that mixture, it's like the worst mixture for your body ever.
I can tell you, I love whole milk.
Yeah, me too.
I love
it's great.
whole milk.
Yeah,
I love an ice cold glass of milk late
it's
at
really
night.
awesome.
Yeah, me too. I haven't had milk in a long time though.
Dude,
like,
get some milk.
Like literally, probably since I moved to New York City. I used to get milk all the time. But
milk is so good.
Yeah,
I love me some milk.
I've seen this thing online where people say it's like it's weird to drink just a glass of milk by itself.
I've seen people say that too. I don't either. I don't understand that.
Dude.
Yeah, I've never understood that. It's like, what do you mean?
We can.
So you can put milk in your like little bread bits and then have cereal that way, but it's weird to just drink the milk. It's fucking. It's like fuck off with that bullshit.
Dude, I want a glass of milk right now. Man.
When
we're talking about this.
When I was a kid, I don't know if anybody. I've talked about this to many people, and nobody seems to have ever done this except me. And this was a thing that happened in my family where
what's that?
My grandparents taught me like. If you get a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, you get a glass of milk, and then you can dunk the sandwich in the milk.
I've done
eat the sandwich like that.
Sure. Yeah.
Now I remember
a saw going.
I remember doing this at school, and then everybody around me just being like horrified and disgusted
as they're drinking strawberry milk.
Yeah. And this is kind of like where I became a truecel. Because everyone was disgusted with my eating habits. I was dunking my peanut butter and jelly sandwich into milk, horrifying. It's scaring the hose in the 4th grade. And
I've done that. I prefer just to take a bite of the PB&J.
Wash it down, maybe.
Take a swig of milk.
Yeah. I remember the kid that was very disgusted by it. His name was Steven Sanchez, and I don't know why, but this
he really held on to this.
Yeah, this kid.
Well, he became a truecel dog.
Well, this kid hated my guts and would always like try to fuck with me. And then I found out that later in life he came out as a gay man. So, I won.
Fatality.
Yeah, so a win for Drew.
Hey, something else just came across my desk.
Oh, shit.
What we got?
I have great news. So, a few days ago, I don't know if you guys saw this, but Twitter is getting rid of communities, like those, like, I don't know if you guys have been on any, like, X.
I know what you're talking about.
They're getting rid of that feature. And those were, like, primarily, I think, being used just for, like, meme coins.
Yeah.
It's like all the meme coins for like moved away from Telegram to X, formerly Twitter communities. And so they're getting rid of it. And then all the pump fun meme coin degenerates were panicking. And then this website was started just called Communities. And then a meme coin for the website called Community, CUM. The ticker is CUM.
Yeah.
Was launched. And so I bought it like several days ago when it was trading at like a $700,000 market cap. But then Friday, when the market completely just nuked, it dropped to like an $80,000 market cap.
Jesus Christ.
And so I've just been watching it all weekend, just wondering, like, is this another rug? Am I going to lose everything on this one?
I'm pulling for you to make millions of dollars on something incredibly retarded.
That's what. Well, that's how. So this coin Community is going back up. It's right now. It's back at about $150,000 market cap.
Okay.
So the market, because earlier today you guys saw that Trump finally threw down the gauntlet with Benjamin Netanyahu. I call the shots. And then the market responded almost immediately. Like the S&P futures market opened, and it just erased all the losses from the weekend. And then the crypto market is starting to like bounce back up.
Yeah,
and so cool. I do think that I might, generate a pretty nice profit on something stupid that I'm holding, whether it's
cool.
testicle or cum or
Hoysica cat.
Hoysica cat. I think because Hoysica cat's the one I have that's connected to Trump's crypto scheme.
Yeah.
There's World Liberty Financial, which is Trump's crypto company. The stable coin for that is USD1, and then the liquidity pool for Hoysica cat is USD1. So that's one that I think it might be too big to fail, and I just gotta. It's a war of attrition. I just got to be patient.
Wow.
But I'm hopeful that I've been, of all the reckless, degenerate things.
It's been a wild 2 years, man. It's been a crazy 2 years.
But I'm hopeful that something will pay off as. Because I got pretty good at stocks here and there. Like there were stock. I was like, well, I lost a lot of money at first.
No, you made a lot.
I made a lot and then lost a lot, and then I got to where, and I was working like within the FINRA regulations. I got to where I was like getting better at buying something, and then I'd have to wait a day, and then the next day selling for some sort of profit. And so I made, I'm probably still at a loss overall, but I'm figuring it out. And so it's, eventually something will pay off. Then I can pay off all my tax bills and credit card debts and student loans.
John, I will say
for the first time in my life, I'll be back to zero soon.
I mean, this advice I got from you made me hundreds of dollars. It was pretty nice.
Not financial advice, but yeah, I mean, there were people. That's funny that there were people who were paying attention to me when I was like throwing out like calls or just like things I was looking at. And there were people who were making more money than me on those because I was holding for way too long.
Yeah. That was
like thanks for the tip, and I'm like, oh, you sold?
That was when you were like you were hardcore in Diamond Hands Dalton.
Yeah,
like you were really living up to the name.
I'm so stupid because I did knowing what I know now. Is that you got to sell as soon as you have any money in hand. Don't fucking buy into that shit.
Yeah.
The sort of like the hope and the hype of that this is going to moon. If you got like a fucking 100% return on investment, just sell it.
Yeah.
But it was my first time doing stocks, and I bought that Faraday Futures, whatever that shitty electric car company was. There was a short squeeze happening. I got in on that thing at like 80 cents when it pumped to almost $4.
Wow.
That was where everybody was screaming at me like, dude, this never happens. Just sell this.
Dude, you want to know what's crazy about that company? They're like their biggest like factory where they make all those cars is in my hometown. Yeah, it was really fucking weird. Like one of my friends like works there at that factory, and it was tripping me out. Because,
apparently that company would like everything, dude. It's crazy how fast everything moves because it feels like this was all like a long time ago, but I think it was just like 2022.
Yeah,
right. Like Tesla was having there was an EV like explosion at that time. There's like this big electric vehicle bubble. And so at the time when Tesla is going up and everybody's all into Teslas and it's pumping, that company was positioned or was being pitched as the Tesla killer.
Yeah.
That this is the shit that's going to like, disrupt the electric vehicle market. But then you look at what they're doing, and they're making fucking electric cars that cost like $300,000.
Yeah, it's not going to be affordable for people for fucking 5 to 10 years.
Because Tesla's making cars that start at like $30K.
Yeah.
So people can actually buy them. But like whatever this company is doing, they're making a car that nobody has bought.
or can afford.
Yeah. So like, of course the stock dumped. Because at that time, Tesla and this company, their stocks were up to like thousands of dollars per share. Or maybe I don't know, because these stocks like end up having these splits where if you go into Robinhood and look at the history and go back to that year, it'll show that it was like $4,000, but that's the price adjusted for after the split, probably.
Yeah.
But I mean, they were still trading pretty high, and then enthusiasm for all that shit has died down over the years.
Apparently, like people who own Tesla stock are about to become very rich because SpaceX is going to launch, and I guess it's tied to the Tesla stock. So
dude, that shit is so scary. First off, space is scary.
Well, space is scary as hell, dude. I don't even
dude, nobody can hear you scream.
There's no oxygen.
Nobody can hear you scream. You're straying from God or getting possibly closer to Him.
That SpaceX shit, and look, this is not financial advice, and also I'm financially illiterate, but I've seen all the like doomer posts about it and kind of done some research, and it does seem like it is, and maybe it's because I don't understand anything, but it is kind of alarming that the way I understand it, when the IPO happens, like when SpaceX goes public on the exchanges, that there's not the usual waiting period that's going to have to go through to be added to the S&P 500. So because it's going to be added to these indices immediately, that means all these like 401ks and pension funds and like these investment things are going to be forced into buying this SpaceX stock in some way. And so then it's going to pump, and then basically all these accounts across the country are serving as exit liquidity for this fucking stock. Because usually, like when a stock has an IPO, there's like this like seasoning period they got to go through to be added to all these different things. But they changed the rules just for Elon, and there's a lot of speculation that this is just going to like destroy a lot of like 401ks and I don't. It could just be like doomer shit.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't have a 401k. I have nothing to worry about. I have no money.
What's going to happen is SpaceX is going to launch with their IPO, and then all the insiders that work at SpaceX that got stock options, they're going to sell out. So people are going to be buying when it launches at IPO, but all the insiders are going to be selling their stock once it starts pumping.
Yeah.
Because now it's like all these people that work there that got like, stocks instead of like whatever, they're going to be able to cash that shit out for like hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars.
They're gonna dump on everybody that's buying the IPO at launch.
Yeah.
And then, but the scary thing is like if you're just a retail investor and you're buying an IPO on Robinhood, you're stupid.
Yeah.
And that's on you. But if you're just like, if you have your money tied up into some sort of like fund that automatically buys into, ETFs that are connected to SpaceX,
You're right.
then, effectively what's happening, what'll happen then is like all the early investors will get to sell. And then everybody across the country, like all these 401ks and stuff that's the bag holders, But on the retail, what you're talking about, Drew, just people who think they're gonna buy this IPO, who think they're early, that's on them for not knowing what they're doing.
Yeah, true. It is what it is.
I'm gonna buy it, of course. Obviously,
I mean, I did that with Palantir. When Palantir launched on IPO, I bought it, and I bought it.
Yeah,
I bought it at like $12, $12 a share. But then it instantly crashed down to like $8, and then I was holding bags for a little bit, and then it pumped back up, I think, to like maybe $16, and I sold it like a fucking retard. But if I would have kept all those shares,
yeah,
I mean, I think it was like at almost $200 a share.
It's crazy how much that company just like rocketed, dude.
Yeah.
That's why, dude. That's why Robbie said his dad calls it evil investing.
Yeah,
that probably is like one of the more assured investment strategies is just find the most evil fucking companies on the planet.
Dude, it's kind of like what Kumia used to do. Do you remember that?
Investing?
Well,
no, I'm not joking. That's what he called it.
No, you're right. You're right. No, you're exactly right. Yeah, he would whenever there would be like a company that everyone used or a lot of people used and they just had some sort of publicity issue, like the Papa John's guy with the N-word.
Yeah.
And that fucking thing. Yeah. When those stocks tank, he just buys it up because he knows that people are going to go back and he knows that people are going to buy the stock back. And he just makes shitloads of money doing that.
Dude.
Yeah.
That's also a good strategy, especially if it's like really big companies. Because if it's companies like Cracker Barrel or Papa John's or anything that big, that's all just emotional. So when you see that red candle, it probably is a good. This is not financial advice. But the one the evil investment opportunity I'm looking out for is the one that's poised to be the next Palantir.
Oh,
that company Anduril.
Yeah, I think the guy who invented HR heads or VR headsets,
Palmer Luckey, who he invented the Oculus Rift.
Yeah.
And then he sold that to Zuckerberg, and that's how he became a billionaire, I think. And now he's trying to fuse VR with like weaponry.
Yeah, I think he's like like his new company like makes drones that bomb people.
Yeah, and so Anduril is this like it's another evil, like Palantir. It's another like evil, nefarious company named after something from Lord of the Rings, and he builds like weapons, some sort of fucking new futuristic weaponry.
Yeah,
but they haven't had an IPO yet. But there's a lot of speculation that's the IPO to look out for. That's going to be like a worthwhile investment just because of like the amount of government contracts he has and how it's kind of too big to fail. That might be worth getting into. If by the time it has an IPO, I've been able to cash out some of my memes, I'll rotate into Anduril. Sure.
Yeah. You gotta, you know what I mean? You
gotta diversify.
You gotta invest in bombing children.
You just gotta do it. You have to do it.
It's a proven industry.
It's how you make money in this world.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. So, I don't think Swizzle's coming back.
I think
that BRB is
coming back.
Yeah.
All right. Let's wrap this one up. Guys, thank you for being here.
For sure.
I appreciate both of you.
Yeah.
Check out Dalton's podcast, Corn Fed and Arena of Ideas.
Hell yeah.
Speaking of, wasn't Robbie supposed to be here?
He was supposed to be here. I don't know what happened. But that's okay. That's okay. You guys showed up. Swizzle showed up. I was more afraid that Swizzle wasn't going to be here. Well, I was like, all right, well,
I'm happy we got that second episode. It's done. We're good. We have Swizzle and Sweeze.
Sweeze no longer has his truecel card. I want you guys to get on Twitter. And tell him you're no longer a truecel, and let him know how you feel about that.
And tell him that should be something he's ashamed of.
Yeah, he should be ashamed of it.
Yeah.
Put some very harsh wording in there.
Yeah.
But until next Sunday, I love you guys. I'll see you around.
I love you.
Oh shit! I always forget that.